Can't get it to go. Lance Jones the rebound. Throws it ahead to Cash Gracie. He puts it home with one hand on the dunk.
The 3-2 pitch, swung on, and a little blooper to right field. That's a base hit. Bo's going to win. Coming in to score the winning run is Caden McKean. And Broken Bow wins the Mid-Nebraska League Championship game in walk-off fashion. Carter Johnson, a little flare to right field. Found the outfield grass. And Broken Bow has won the Mid-Nebraska League Championship.
He's just a strong opponent for any wrestler. I mean, undefeated state champ last year in the state finals the year before, a three-time state medalist, and there, really nice takedown. Good fluid motion by a guy that's wrestling 195 pounds.
Brady Skinner with it, up top. Fay at the buzzer, hits the three. Nice looking shot.
To Folkers, back at the Grant, long three, got it!
Nice. Cash attacks. Double, almost triple teamed, out to Connell, deep three. Wow. Hit it. That's a three for South Loup.
I have to make sure I set my cruise control when I drive after I watch this event.
Yeah, exactly. Car 204, the Yellow Viper of Ryan Firstenau.
Oh.
Hello to all our viewers out there. Thank you very much for tuning in. You get a look at where we're talking to you from.
You get second, 6, and now 5. Pandorf atop of the key 3. Good! Pandorf at the buzzer. Johnson hammered out towards center. Home, going back. Home will dive, and did he make the catch? He did! Caden Home, a diving catch across his body to the right.
Ball comes out of there. Who's going to hop on top of it? It's going to be scooped up by Cooksley. Inside the 30, the 20, 15, 10. Can he get there? He can. It's 6 points for Sandhill Thedford on defense. The scoop and score.
Calderos sends it in the corner to Santos. A 3, got it. His third from downtown in the quarter.
With the bounce, gets it into Ryan. Nice post move, lays it up and in and scores 2.
10.2 seconds left. Plays it out to Pandorf, top of the key. Long three, she puts it up, and that's going to go.
And they turn it over, does Hyannis. More could be showtime. Goes up and jams it. What a way to end the half for Mullen.
Finney lost it to Cash Gracie. Cash runs forward, dunks it. And looks over at his fellow students in the student section on the far side and gives a fist pump.
Pass to the elbow to Jackson Henry. Handoff Loy. Loy picked up by Miller. Loy bounces it inside to Henry. He'll put it up and score! And Ansley Litchfield has their first lead of the game.
That's a good-looking car out of Laramie, Wyoming again.
Can't get it to go. Lance Jones the rebound. Throws it ahead to Cash Gracie. He puts it home with one hand on the dunk.
The 3-2 pitch, swung on, and a little blooper to right field. That's a base hit. Bo's going to win. Coming in to score the winning run is Caden McKean. And Broken Bow wins the Mid-Nebraska League Championship game in walk-off fashion. Carter Johnson, a little flare to right field. Found the outfield grass. And Broken Bow has won the Mid-Nebraska League Championship.
He's just a strong opponent for any wrestler. I mean, undefeated state champ last year in the state finals the year before, a three-time state medalist, and there, really nice takedown. Good fluid motion by a guy that's wrestling 195 pounds.
Brady Skinner with it, up top. Fay at the buzzer, hits the three. Nice looking shot.
To Folkers, back at the Grant, long three, got it!
Nice. Cash attacks. Double, almost triple teamed, out to Connell, deep three. Wow. Hit it. That's a three for South Loup.
I have to make sure I set my cruise control when I drive after I watch this event.
Yeah, exactly. Car 204, the Yellow Viper of Ryan Firstenau.
Oh.
Hello to all our viewers out there.
Thank you very much for tuning in. You get a look at where we're talking to you from.
You get second 6 and now 5. Pandorf atop of the key 3. Good! Pandorf at the buzzer. Johnson hammered out towards center. Holm going back. Holm will dive, and did he make the catch? He did! Caden Holm, a diving catch across his body to the right.
Ball comes out of there. Who's going to hop on top of it? It's going to be scooped up by Cooksley. Inside the 30, the 20, 15, 10. Can he get there? He can. It's 6 points for Sandhill Thedford on defense. The scoop and score.
Calderos sends it in the corner to Santos. A 3, got it. His 3rd from downtown in the quarter.
With the bounce, gets it into Ryan. Nice post move, lays it up and in and scores 2.
10.2 seconds left. Plays it out to Pandorf, top of the key. Long 3, she puts it up, and that's going to go.
And they turn it over, does Hyannis. More could be showtime. Goes up and jams it. What a way to end the half for Mullen.
Finney lost it to Cash Gracie. Cash runs forward, dunks it, and looks over at his fellow students in the student section on the far side and gives a fist pump.
Bounce pass to the elbow to Jackson Henry. Handoff Loy. Loy picked up by Miller. Loy bounces it inside to Henry. He'll put it up and score! And Ansley Litchfield has their first lead of the game.
That's a good-looking car out of Laramie, Wyoming again.
Can't get it to go. Lance Jones the rebound. Throws it ahead to Cash Gracie. He puts it home with one hand on the dunk.
The 3-2 pitch, swung on, and a little blooper to right field. That's a base hit. Bo's going to win. Coming in to score the winning run is Caden McKean, and Broken Bow wins the Mid-Nebraska League Championship game in walk-off fashion. Carter Johnson, a little flare to right field. Found the outfield grass. And Broken Bow has won the Mid-Nebraska League Championship.
Welcome to another broadcast of high school sports here on Central Nebraska's Sports Source. We want to say thanks to all the community-spirited businesses who bring you our coverage. We hope that you'll join us thanking those sponsors by giving them your patronage.
Thank you to these businesses that bring you every high school and Husker broadcast.
Nebraska State Bank, Grocery Cart, Arrow Seed, Team Physical Therapy, Meade Lumber, Custer Federal State Bank, Rod's Body and Paint, Trotter Service, Shelter Insurance, Agland ATV, Duda Plumbing, Sargent Irrigation, Melham Medical Center, Geared for Sports, Broken Bow Dental, Nebraska Owners Insurance Agency, Gateway Motors, High Street Insurance and Financial Services, Taylor Heating and Cooling, Justin Thompson Agency, Palmer Monument, Central Nebraska Diesel. Now, let's go live for our coverage of exciting sports action on Central Nebraska Sports Source.
And good evening, everybody. We welcome you live to Callaway High School as we bring you live coverage of high school basketball. Twin Loop comes to South Loop as the Wolves take on the Bobcats. It's the season opener for both girls and boys basketball teams, and we're thrilled to be here to bring it to you on KBBN Radio. Hi, everybody. I'm Brent Apperson. Welcome aboard. Great to have the basketball season upon us. This is the season opener for both Twin Loop and South Loop, and it should be two good games coming up. Girls varsity will get us started. They're taking their warm-ups now as we speak, and the boys game will follow, both coming up for you live on KBBN Radio. So as we get ready for our radio broadcast, we thank again the wonderful sponsors whose names you just heard in our open. We also want to say thanks to Twin Loop Boosters, Agribest Feeds, Callaway District Hospital with the Arnold and Callaway Medical Clinics, South Loop Community Pharmacy, Central Nebraska Electric, Rocks Underground, A1 Auto Repair, who are helping with our radio broadcast tonight as well. Also, we are live with our video stream tonight, also, which you can access through sandhillsexpress.com on the Sandhills Express Facebook page and YouTube channel. Our video sponsors tonight include Callaway Market, BD, Grocery Cart, Nebraska State Bank, Agland ATV, Palmer Monument, Insurance of the Heartland, H&R Block, Colligan, Meade Lumber of Broken Bow, Callaway District Hospital with the Arnold and Callaway Medical Clinics, Lines Appliance, and the Garden Center, all helping us with our special live video stream, which is accompanied by our radio call, so you can watch and listen to the action through sandhillsexpress.com or go directly to the Sandhills Express Facebook page or YouTube channel. Girls game is up first, South Loop against Twin Loop. We'll come back and start setting it up right after these words.
Eggleston Oil keeps the Oconto community on the go with full service at the gas pumps. They treat every customer with a smile and often some lively conversation. Their shop provides automotive repairs as well as tire service. Eggleston Oil keeps the local farms moving with fast, reliable, on-the-farm fuel delivery. They also help with a variety of local fundraisers too. Supporting radio coverage of high school sports is yet another way they show that all-important community involvement at Eggleston Oil of Oconto.
Simply put, AgriBest Feeds in Callaway has the ranching supplies you need and are looking for. Like Sweet Pro Tubs with probiotin that helps cattle perform better while consuming up to 25% less forage. They also have Redmond Mineral Salt, Aeroquip chutes, and portable tub alley systems, plus vet supplies, pet and poultry feed, and dry shod boots. Sometimes the ATV or UTV is the way you want to go. They have drive-through gates ideal for the farm, ranch, hunting, lease, and more. For fencing, barbed wire, posts, and more, visit AgriBest Feeds behind the Community Center in Callaway.
The Callaway District Hospital, along with the Arnold and Callaway Medical Clinics, are proud of the South Loop Bobcats. New patients are always welcome. They understand that healthcare is evolving and are committed to providing local access to high-quality care by continuing to invest in the latest diagnostic and treatment technology. Their specialty is primary care. Callaway District Hospital and the Arnold and Callaway Medical Clinics cheering on the South Loop Bobcats.
The staff at South Loop Pharmacy in Callaway is proud to be a sponsor of this sports broadcast. They support all the area athletes and are pleased to be a part of the South Loop Bobcat community. Their pharmacy provides knowledge on what is best for you and your family members. Stop in and talk to them today. South Loop Pharmacy in Callaway, knowing you by name, not just a refill number.
Central Nebraska Electric in Ansley is a proud supporter of this broadcast and area high school sports action. Playing hard throughout the season takes a lot of work, and Todd salutes that dedication. Any electrical work you need done right the first time deserves a free estimate from Central Nebraska Electric. Call them at 750-6458. That's Central Nebraska Electric in Ansley, sponsoring this broadcast and wishing area teams good luck this season.
Rocks Underground serves Central Nebraska with expertise in water and irrigation services. Need some help? Call Rocky Dockweiler at 870-3457. Rocky salutes the student athletes of the area and all the hard work they put in each and every season and is very proud of the young men and women that live in Central Nebraska. Enjoy this broadcast, brought to you in part by Rocky Dockweiler with Rocks Underground in Oconto.
A1 Auto Repair in Arnold is proud to support our local student athletes and help bring you the action when you can't be there in person. When it comes to fixing cars, the bearded guys at A1 are kind of like mechanical wizards, just with wrenches instead of magic wands. Trust them. You'd much rather they have a wrench than a magic wand. They'll have your car running smoothly and get you back on the road in no time. Stop by 110 East 7th Avenue in Arnold. Call 308-848-2542 or click A1AutoRepairInc.com.
This broadcast of the Twin Loop Wolves is being brought to you by the Twin Loop Boosters, including 4W Delaney, Agland ATV, Burwell Dental Clinic, Burwell Family Practice PC, Burwell Pharmacy, Calamus Outfitters, Central Nebraska Electric, the City of Sargent, The Corner Stop, Diamond Ring Ranch, Don and Sue Shada, Fensky Farms, First National Bank, and Govier Brothers Mortuary and Crematory. Enjoy the broadcast brought to you in part by the Twin Loop Boosters.
And again, welcome back, everybody, to Callaway High School as we get ready for the opening game of our doubleheader tonight. Girls game is up first as South Loop takes on Twin Loop, season opener for both teams. Well, as we start to set up the matchup, we'll look at South Loop first, looking to take a step forward from a year ago. Won just 2 games last year. Now, last year they were in C2. This year they'll compete in D1. But when you look at a season ago for South Loup, played a lot of younger players looking for the right combination through the year last year. Well, now with another year of experience, the Lady Bobcats looking to improve this season. The key will be to operate more efficiently offensively, and that's where some of the younger players just gaining that experience from a year ago, growing in their knowledge and talent for the game, should certainly help the Lady Bobcats move forward here in the new season. Meanwhile, for Twin Loup, they were 6-16 last season, kind of like South Loup, also looking to take a step forward from last season. Now, Twin Loup will be in D2 this year in girls basketball. The Lady Wolves will need to replace their top two scorers from last season. Reagan Mahler averaged 10 points per game. Madison Glidden was right around 10 per game as well. Jalen Blackburn, though, will return. She was a leading rebounder for the team a year ago, also averaged 5 points per game. So should be a good matchup to get the season started between the two. Big matchup to start the year for both squads. Of course, both members of the Mid-Nebraska Activities Conference. Twin Loup and South Loup girls basketball. It's coming up on Central Nebraska's Sports Source.
Mead Lumber of Broken Bow is your trusted partner for all your building and home improvement needs. Just like a championship team needs a strong foundation, your home and projects need quality materials and expert advice. From repairs to renovations, Mead Lumber is proud to support our local athletes and community. Whether you're building a new project or fixing your home, Mead Lumber helps keep Custer County strong. Happy to support this broadcast, Mead Lumber in Broken Bow.
Life's better when you're under our roof because we can help you choose insurance to help protect what matters most. Life insurance from American Family Life Insurance Company can help financially protect your loved ones by replacing a portion of your income if you were to pass away. That means your family could have the help they need to continue to pursue their dreams. Contact Justin at the Justin Thompson Agency at 872-5252 today.
American Family Insurance.
Products not available in all states. American Family Life Insurance Company, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
At Team Physical Therapy, they know staying in the game is your top priority. With locations in Broken Bow, Burwell, Callaway, and Gothenburg, they're proud to support local athletes with expert care and personalized rehab. Reach them at 872-5111. Whether you're recovering from an injury or working to improve your performance, their team is dedicated to helping you get back stronger and faster. Reach out to Team Physical Therapy at 872-5111 or visit myteampt.com. Enjoy the broadcast brought to you by Team Physical Therapy.
This week at Geared for Sports, their gift is a sweet treat. Draw a candy cane to see what savings you'll get. Between 15 and 30% off. You'll find a great variety of fanwear, sportswear, and sports equipment, only excluding GCI chairs. Geared for Sports is open Monday to Friday 10 to 6, Saturday 10 to 4, and now on Sundays noon to 4 through Christmas. Visit them to pick a candy cane and save this week. Geared for Sports, west side of the square in Broken Bow.
Thinking about a remodel or planning a new build this year? Now's the time to get your projects on the schedule with Duda Plumbing. Scott and Colton handle full remodel plumbing, new construction installs, and professional sewer video inspections to spot issues before they become surprises. They serve Broken Bow and surrounding communities with dependable, detail-driven service, plus septic plumbing when needed. Don't wait until everyone's booked. Call Duda Plumbing today, where they do the plumbing.
Attention Nebraska farmers. At Custer Federal State Bank, we know that agriculture is more than a job, it's a way of life. That's why we're proud to offer agricultural loans tailored to your needs. Whether you're looking to expand your operations, purchase new equipment, or manage daily expenses, our experienced team is here to help. With competitive rates, personalized service, we're your partners in growth. Visit Custer Federal State Bank today, where your future grows. Custer Federal State Bank, rooted in Nebraska, growing with you. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Year-end savings are at Gateway Motors, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram in Broken Bow. Like a new 2025 Jeep Grand Cherokee L, up to $6,500 off MSRP. New 2026 Chrysler Pacificas, up to $8,500 off MSRP. New 2026 Dodge Durangos, up to $6,000 off MSRP. And for year-end truck buyers, select remaining new 2025 Ram 2500 and 3500 heavy-duty pickups are now up to $11,000 off MSRP. While inventory lasts, Gateway Motors, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram in Broken Bow. Shop anytime at gatewaymotors.com. Gateway Motors, where the deal is always worth the drive.
Having a party, celebration, tailgate, or watch party? Then you need to come and see us at the Grocery Cart. Between our amazing deals and GK Wine and Spirits, we will help you treat your guests right. Start out with a meat and cheese tray or a Chester's chicken in the deli, or pick up a rack of smoked ribs. For drinks, our aisles at the GK Wine and Spirits are full with savings on your favorites. The Deli and GK Wine and Spirits, inside the grocery cart, Broken Bow.
Back to Callaway High School as we get closer to the tip-off between South Loop and Twin Loop. Girls game is up first. Boys game will follow. Both of them live for you tonight on KBBN 95.3 FM and KBBN.com. Also doing the live video stream, too, so you can watch the action accompanied by our radio call tonight. You can find the streaming options by going to sandhillsexpress.com or go directly to the Sand Hills Express Facebook page or Sand Hills Express YouTube channel. My name is Brent Apperson with you behind the microphone here tonight. Jack Simpson with us tonight behind the camera. All right, let's take a look at some of the other area matchups since we have a moment here tonight before we tip off game one of our doubleheader. Some other area matchups happening tonight. Broken Bow on the road at Holdridge. Of course, Broken Bow opened their season yesterday and last night when they took on Kearney Catholic. Broken Bow girls getting a win. Broken Bow boys falling just 2 points short in their opener last night against the Stars. They're on the road to take on the Dusters of Holdridge tonight. Ansley Litchfield gets their season started tonight. They're on the road at Highline for a girls and boys basketball doubleheader. All of these are girls and boys doubleheaders tonight. Arcadia Loop City starts the season at Pleasanton and Selma Myrna. Both girls and boys started their season last night against Paxton. Tonight they're on the road at Stapleton to take on Sand Hills Valley. SEM is hosting Wilcox. Hildreth Burwell taking on North Central, and Sandhill Setford is taking on Maxwell in girls and boys basketball. In girls-only basketball tonight, interesting matchup. You've got Class D2 Mullen on the road at Class C1 Ogallala. So that'll be interesting to watch here tonight as the Mullen Broncos take on the Lady Indians of Ogallala in girls basketball tonight. All right, getting closer to the tip at South Loop and Twin Loop coming up. We will return to take a look at your starting lineups after these words on KBBN Radio.
When the big game day arrives, you need a vehicle you can count on. Trotter Service has you covered. Offering full-service auto repair, tire sales, oil changes, and more, Trotter Service is your trusted hometown shop for reliable vehicle care. Whether you're heading to the game or driving every day, their expert team keeps your ride running strong. Schedule an appointment at trotterstirepros.com or call 872-6801. Your hometown automotive repair and tire store, Trotter Service.
Getting the kids to practice on time. Remembering if it's your day to bring snacks. Making it to the game with a clean jersey. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with Auto Owners, insurance doesn't have to be one of them. Auto Owners works with independent agents who answer when you call, so you can worry about more important things, like whether your kid is going to run toward first or third base. That's simple human sense.
Hi, this is Nate Bell with High Street Insurance and Financial Services in Broken Bow. See us online at hsip.com. See possible.
Don't let ice have you and your customers slipping and sliding about. Pick up commercial strength Thaw Master Ice Melt at Arrow Seed in Broken Bow. Designed with optimal melting speed and performance, Thaw Master is long-lasting and can stand up to the frigid Nebraska temperatures because it melts up to 10 degrees below zero. It's even dyed green for easy application and high visibility. The best part? It's highly effective and affordable. Pick up your 50-pound bag at Arrow Seed in Broken Bow.
Good tidings we bring to you and your kin. We wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.
This is Stuart Fox of Nebraska State Bank. We'd like to sincerely thank our customers for their support and business this past year. We look forward to serving you and Custer County for many years to come. From the NSB family to yours, we hope you have a Merry Christmas and a prosperous New Year. Nebraska State Bank and Trust Company, member FDIC.
Supporting our student athletes, Melham Medical Center stands by you every step of the way. They offer local access to wellness and care, from emergency and inpatient services to the specialty clinic, offering top providers in orthopedics, cardiology, neurological care, and radiology. With a focus on inspiring healthy living through quality care, Melham is proud to back our hometown teams. Visit them at melham.org or call them at 308-872-4100. Melham Medical Center in Broken Bow.
From fields in Nebraska to projects around the world, Sargent Irrigation's roots run deep in the heartland. They believe in hard work, strong teams, and supporting the communities they serve. That's why they're proud to help deliver every thrilling moment of high school and Husker sports right to your radio. Even if you can't be there in person, you won't miss a play. This broadcast is made possible in part by Sargent Irrigation in Broken Bow, where hometown pride goes the distance.
Medicare annual enrollment is now through December 7th. Hi, this is Liana with Nebraska Owners Insurance Agency. It's time to review your Medicare coverage, and that includes your Medicare Supplement or Advantage plan, Part D prescription plan, and even your vision and dental coverage. There are always changes to plan options, networks, and prescription formularies, so it's very important to review your coverage annually. Lori Leeper and I are here to help you in Callaway, Broken Bow, and the surrounding area. Give us a call to schedule your appointment today, 308-836-2201.
Is your home feeling like the Arctic or the Sierra? Taylor Heating and Cooling in Broken Bow has you covered. From furnace fixes to AC installs, ductwork remodels, and ventilation solutions, their skilled team keeps your comfort just right. No wrestling with the thermostat required. Don't let the weather boss you around. Call 308-872-6196 and let Taylor Heating and Cooling take control of your indoor climate today. Great athletes play with grit, heart, and integrity. At Palmer Monument in Broken Bow, those same qualities guide everything they do. Just as athletes push through the challenges to reach victory, Palmer Monument's team works with dedication to design meaningful, lasting memorials for your loved ones, crafted with pride and built to stand the test of time. They're committed to honoring every life with care and respect. Palmer Monument, designed with pride, sold with integrity, and always giving their very best, just like the athletes.
After the final whistle blows, the hard work doesn't stop, and neither does Agland ATV. Supplying top quality ATVs, UTVs, parts, and accessories, Agland ATV in Broken Bow supports local athletes and families who know the value of dedication, both in and out of competition. Whether it's trail riding or farm work, Polaris machines help you power through every challenge with strength and endurance. Best of luck to all the athletes from Agland ATV, West Highway 2, Broken Bow.
And we come back to Callaway High School, getting close to the tip now between South Loup and Twin Loup. Girls game is up first. Boys game will follow. Season opening game for both squads here tonight. All right, let's set up your starting lineups. Scheduled to start for Twin Loup tonight: Jalen Blackburn, a sophomore. Ella Schweitzer is a senior. Also in the starting lineup for Twin Loup tonight: Carson Vincent, senior. Kinley Keefe, freshman. And Lorena Shana, a senior. Jackie Lewis, head coach for the Twin Loup Wolves. Meanwhile, for South Loup, they'll start Aaron Fitzgerald, Cameron Kramer, Ray Hagler, Nelcha Wright, and Emma Stahlbaumer, the starting five for South Loup, coached by Allie Goodnow. They are in the center circle, and we are ready to play basketball. The opening tip controlled by Twin Loup. Lady Wolves will open on offense as we are underway for both South Loup and Twin Loup to start the 2025-26 season. Pass inside to Blackburn, lost it momentarily, able to regain control. 18 on the shot clock. Driving is Shada, takes the shot, no good, and the rebound pulled down by South Loup. Lady Bobcats with the basketball. We're just underway here in the opening quarter. South Loup and Twin Loup. With the basketball, Rife dribbling to her right, gives it off. Three on the way. It's off the mark, no good. They fight for the rebound, and a jump ball will be called. The possession arrow will leave it in the hands of South Loup. Ray Hagler will inbound it on the baseline underneath the South Loup basket. Hagler looking, throws it into Rife. She'll launch a three. It's good. Nelcha Rife banks it off the glass to put South Loup on the board. Opening minute of our opening game of a doubleheader. Twin Loup and South Loup. Shana trying to drive on Rife. She'll take the shot. Short, no good. They fight for the rebound. It's going to be out of bounds. Off the hands of Rife, out of bounds. Ball will stay with Twin Loup. South Loup with the early lead, 3-0. Off the Rife three-pointer. Inbounds pass Blackburn, who banks it off the glass and scores. And Twin Loup is on the board as we played a minute here at the Callaway High School Gymnasium. At the point, Ray Hagler. Hagler calls out the play, works off the high ball screen down the right side of the lane, leaves it for Fitzgerald. She'll dribble to her left, kicks it out to Reif. Another look for three. This one off the mark, no good. Hagler, though, able to save it. It's Stahlbomber with the shot, able to bank it in. Emma Stahlbomber with the bucket. 5-2 our score in favor of South Loup. Lorena Shada met by Hagler at midcourt. Now sends it off to Vincent. Vincent will give it up. Now we got a whistle and a travel is called. Kinley Keefe, the freshman, takes an extra step. And the Twin Loup Lady Wolves turn it over. 6:18 to go here in the first. South Loup 5, Twin Loup 2. Season opener for both teams. Game one of our doubleheader tonight. Boys game will follow. Stahlbomber will swing it off to Hagler, a three on the way. Off the mark, no good. Stahlbomber, offensive rebound. Had it rejected by Blackburn into the hands of Keefe, who sends it ahead to Vincent. Vincent will bring it across the half-court line. She'll throw it inside to Keefe, who gets to the rim, puts it up, can't finish. Fighting for the rebound, Shada knocked away into the hands of Fitzgerald, and now South Loup pushing it back the other way. Fitzgerald will dribble in the corner, now out to Hagler, finds Stahlbomber at the elbow. She'll turn and face and now throw it outside to Reif. Handling now is Hagler as South Loup resets the offense. Coming out to set the screen is Kramer. Ball was knocked away out of bounds. Last touch by Twin Loup. South Loup will have 19 to work with on the shot clock as Stahlbomber will inbound it on the side. Stahlbomber throws it into Hagler. Ball knocked away by Shada out of bounds, and the ball stays with South Loup. So now 16 on the shot clock to work with for South Loup as they will inbound it from the baseline now. Hagler sends it into Fitzgerald. She'll shoot it. It's on its way. Off the mark, no good. Able to secure the rebound is Carson Vincent for Twin Loup. Off to Kinley Keefe. Kinley dribbling to her right. Works off the high ball screen. Lost it. And now we got a whistle and a foul, I believe, going to be called against South Loup. Foul's going to be on Fitzgerald. That'll be her first, team's first. Of course, once again this year, the foul situation, it'll reset after each quarter. If a team commits 5 fouls, the other team will be in the bonus and shoot 2 for the remainder of the quarter. In the corner, it is Vincent. Vincent trying to bounce it inside, does. Handling it now is Schweitzer. Schweitzer trying to give the ball up, and now we got another whistle, and another foul is going to be called. This will go against South Loup, and this time it's going to be on Stahlbomber. Her first, now the team's second, as they bounce it in. Shot rejected into the hands of Fitzgerald. Stahlbomber, I believe, was the one who rejected the shot on the inside. Fitzgerald dribbling to her right, leaves it for Hagler coming back left. Hagler, nice bounce pass inside to Reif, can't finish at the rim. Up high for the rebound is Blackburn of Twin Loup. Outlet pass to Vincent. Vincent will bring it across the half-court line, picked up by Reif, and now hands it off to Shada, dribbling to her left. Looks inside, pass intended for Blackburn, but knocked away and taken away by South Loup. Hagler had her pocket picked from behind. Great anticipation by Shada, who snuck in from behind and took the ball away. Twin Loup basketball, 4:24 to go here in the first. South Loup with the lead, 5-2. Shada had it knocked away momentarily, able to regain control as she finds Vincent with it. Vincent dribbling to the right, now back left. Pass intended for Keefe, knocked away. Ball loose on the floor and recovered by Vincent. Passes it ahead to Schweitzer. Schweitzer guarded tightly by Stahlbomber, gives it up to Keefe. Ball loose again. It's going to go out of bounds off the hands of Twin Loup. Boy, good swarming man-to-man defense by South Loup. And now we have a whole new 5 coming in for the Lady Bobcats. Handling the ball now is Gracie Brennan, the 5'4 freshman. Now we got a whistle and a foul committed out high. Stepping out trying to set the screen was Evelyn Wanch, and she got whistled for the foul. For Wanch, that'll be her first, but it's now the team's third with 3:57 to play here in the first. And we have a timeout on the floor. Well, tonight and all season long, every time we have a timeout on the floor, it'll be brought to you by Dairy Queen of Broken Bow. It's a perfect time to plan your next trip to Dairy Queen in Broken Bow to try a delicious blizzard for the season. Traditional sundaes, cones, and shakes, or hot burgers, chicken strips, fries, cheese curds, and more. Visit them on West Highway 2 in Broken Bow. More action coming up after this.
When your vehicle needs dependable repair, turn to Rod's Body and Paint on the curve west of Broken Bow. They specialize in collision repair, color matching, auto glass replacement, and dent repair. Backed by certified technicians, free estimates, and fair prices that get you back on the road. With over a half century of experience serving the community, they have earned a reputation for quality and trust. Call 308-872-5346 for details or to schedule your estimate at Rod's Body and Paint in Broken Bow.
Back to action out of the timeout. Twin Loup able to get the ball inside and score. Twin Loup to within a point. South Loup on the offense. Handling the basketball for the Bobcats is Brennan, and we've got a travel whistle against South Loup. So now the Bobcats turn it over. 3:37 to play here in the first. South Loup 5, Twin Loup 4. Keefe gives it up to Shada. Back over to Keefe now. Keefe trying to penetrate the zone defense now shown by South Loup. Nice pass inside to Blackburn. Can't finish at the rim, though. Fighting for the rebound and coming up with it for South Loup is Asa Starr. Starr will handle it as she brings it across midcourt, nearing the 3-minute mark here in this opening quarter. Starr looking to drive, had it poked away and taken away by Schweitzer. Nice defense by Schweitzer to come over and just take the ball away. Vincent brings it across half court, keeping the dribble alive. Now gives it up to Keefe. Kinley with it, bounces it off to Shada. Lorena looking inside, now goes outside to Keefe. She'll launch it from deep. It's good. It's a 2. They say Keefe's foot was on the line, but Twin Loup able to take the lead for the first time. They lead it 6-5 with 2:40 to go here in the first. Brendan will drive and kick. The shot from deep, no good. They fight for the rebound. It's out of bounds off of South Loup. Twin Loup 6, South Loup 5, 2:35 to go here in the first. Game 1 of our doubleheader tonight. The boys' game will follow. A little backcourt pressure applied by South Loop's Jade Bierman in the backcourt. Now we've got a whistle. And we have a quick substitution coming in for Twin Loup. They stopped the action as Kinley Keefe, unfortunately, was forced to come out of the game. So they stop play to make a substitution, and coming in is Natalie Haskell, the freshman for Twin Loup. Inbounds pass will come to her as we're back to action. Haskell almost threw it away, getting a hand on it was Starr. Knocks it out of bounds, but the ball will stay with Twin Loup. Inbounds pass comes to Haskell. Haskell has the pass deflected, but able to retrieve it is Vincent. Vincent having trouble controlling it. Now the ball loose in the backcourt, picked up by Vincent. They're going to say South Loup was the one that touched it and knocked it into the backcourt. So Twin Loup will stay on the offense, but now they have just 13 to work with on the shot clock. Vincent in some trouble, under 10 on the shot clock. Ball knocked away, loose on the floor. We're going to get a whistle, and a jump ball is the call. Possession arrow will leave it in the hands of Twin Loup. Now what that does is that moves the shot clock will stay at 6. So Shada's got to look at the shot clock. They go into Blackburn, puts it up short, no good. And the rebound pulled down by Tyra Brestol, the senior, in now for South Loup. Under 2 minutes to play here in the first. Twin Loup 6, South Loup 5. In the corner, the shot up. It is off the mark, no good. Rebound to Blackburn of Twin Loup. Taking the shot from the corner, Jade Bierman of South Loup. Now the Wolves control as we have a minute and a half left here in this quarter. Vincent gets to the rim and scores. Carson Vincent able to find the opening on the inside, and now Twin Loup leads 8-5. South Loup looking for an answer. Brendan will drive and kick. Starr will throw it back inside. Taking the shot, Tyra Brestol, and she's able to draw the foul. So that'll send Brestol to the line to shoot 2. We'll see who they put the foul on. And it looks like it's going to be Cooper Keefe, who had just checked in for Twin Loup. Her first, just the team's first, as we near a minute left in this opening quarter. Free throw by Brestol is off the mark, no good. Well, South Loup scored 5 early, a 3-pointer from Nelcha Reif, then a 2 from Emma Stahlbaumer, but they've been a little quiet since as Twin Loup has been able to come back and take the lead here at 8-5. Brestol at the line for her second. On its way, and it is off the mark, no good. A rebound pulled down by Blackburn. Substitutions for South Loup. Reif is back in, Hagler back in, Stahlbaumer and Fitzgerald are on the floor along with Brestol. In the corner is Shada. Finds Keefe, she'll shoot, no good. Fighting for the rebound, Blackburn, and it's ripped away by Tyra Brestol. Brestol now finds Fitzgerald with it, under a minute to go here in the first. South Loup with the ball, down by 3. Fitzgerald will swing it right side to Hagler, inside Stahlbaumer, trying to back down Blackburn. Spin move, no good. Blackburn may have gotten a piece of that shot. And now the Wolves have it. With 33 on the game clock, there's about a 2-second difference, maybe just 1 second difference, really, between shot clock and game clock. As Vincent tries to spin in the corner, now leaves it for Shada. 21 to go in the quarter, 17 on the shot clock now as we continue to tick things down. They will enter it to the hands of Blackburn. She'll be bumped by Stahlbaumer. That's just the 4th team foul, though, against South Loup. But for Stahlbaumer, that is number 2 on her. So now the shot clock is off for the remainder of the quarter. 13.9 seconds left to play in it. They'll enter it into Shada. Shada going around Hagler, gets to the rim and scores. Man, what a great move by Lorena Shada. And the lead is 5 for Twin Loup. 5 seconds to go in the quarter. Reif handles it. Nelcha going to launch it at the buzzer. No good. And we have played 1 quarter of basketball here in Callaway. At the end of 1, your score, Twin Loup 10, South Loup 5.
Life is loud, chaotic, hilarious, and occasionally peaceful. Your life fits you, so why settle for life insurance that fits someone else? At Shelter Insurance, our local agents help you design a personal protection plan backed by award-winning customer service. We're your shield. We're your shelter. Shelter Life Insurance Company, Columbia, Missouri.
Brought to you by Shelter Insurance. See Brent Custer for a free personal protection review.
Broken Bow Dental is proud to cheer on the area student athletes. At their location on Highway 2 in Broken Bow, their state-of-the-art clinic blends cutting-edge dental care with a warm, personalized approach. Because a confident smile supports success in and out of the game. From routine family dentistry to emergency treatment, they have you covered. Call 308-767-2002 to schedule an appointment at Broken Bow Dental. Be brilliant. Be bold.
And we come back to Callaway High School, the site of our girls and boys basketball doubleheader tonight as South Loup hosts Twin Loup, season opening game for both squads. So we get ready to start quarter number 2. For South Loup, Stahlbaumer along with Hagler. In is Jade Bierman, and South Loup turns it over on their opening possession of this quarter. So the 5 on the floor for South Loup: Fitzgerald, Hagler, Stahlbaumer. Also out there, Cameron Kramer. Ball loose on the floor. They fight for it. Ball still loose, and it's picked up by Fitzgerald, and a timeout taken quickly by South Loup. Timeout on the floor brought to you by Dairy Queen of Broken Bow. Back to Callaway right after these words.
Central Nebraska Diesel is your local Ranke Gold Prime dealer. What does this mean for you? It means Central Nebraska Diesel is an elite Ranke dealer, recognized by Ranke for offering unmatched service, support, and professionalism in the irrigation industry. Contact Central Nebraska Diesel for the dependability and superior engineering of Ranke, matched with gold-level service and support. Central Nebraska Diesel and Ranke are your irrigation experts.
Just underway, second quarter, as Twin Loup leads South Loup 10-5. South Loup took an early lead. Nelcha Reif with an early 3. Emma Stahlbaumer with a bucket. But Twin Loup has been able to come back and now lead by 5 as we play early here in the second. Fitzgerald dribbling to her right, picked up by Vincent, sends it off. Bierman from the corner for the shot, no good. Keeping it alive, South Loop. Good look for Hagler, can't finish. They fight for the rebound, and it's out of bounds off the hands of South Loop. Bierman had a good look from the corner. They kept the ball alive. Hagler on the offensive rebound had a good look, but just could not get it to go through the hoop. Twin Loop ball, reaching in to poke it away out of bounds. The quick hands of Ray Hagler. Twin Loop will inbound on the sideline right in front of the South Loop bench. Shada will throw it in, finds Schweitzer, now gets the return pass. Shada will dribble to her right, keeps the bounce alive, goes in on Stahlbomber, takes a shot, no good. Ball loose, picked up by Fitzgerald, and she has it knocked away. It's out of bounds, off the hands of Twin Loop. Inbounds pass comes to Hagler. South Loop will operate out of the half court. Pass intended for Fitzgerald. A little trouble gathering possession, now does. Picked up her dribble, looks for help. Pass was intended for Hagler, but able to knock it away out of bounds was Shada. 20 seconds on the shot clock for the Lady Bobcats. 6:51 to go here in the second. Twin Loop 10, South Loop 5. Stahlbomber throws it in. Nice catch. And then going into traffic is Cameron Kramer, and she will draw the foul. Boy, tremendous catch of a tough pass to handle in traffic by Cameron Kramer. And she'll be rewarded by going to the line. Foul was whistled on Carson Vincent, her first. Free throw by Kramer off the back iron, no good. Second attempt now for the junior. Kramer's second on its way, missed them both, and the rebound secured by Blackburn of Twin Loop. Off to Vincent. Vincent met at midcourt by Jade Bierman. Vincent trying to pass it off to Keefe, reaching in to knock it away was Fitzgerald. Goes out of bounds, ball will stay with Twin Loop. Twin Loop leading it 10-5 as we play here in quarter number 2 now. Vincent having trouble getting it in, and the inbounds pass taken away by Bierman. A clear lane to the rim, and she lays it up and in. Boy, what a great play by Jade Bierman. Just took away the inbounds pass and had a clear lane to the basket. South Loop to within 3. Bounce pass to Schweitzer. She'll shoot it and score. Schweitzer with the answer. She has 4 in the game to lead Twin Loop. About 2 minutes played here in quarter number 2. Hagler calling for the high ball screen. Dribbles to her right. Being chased by Shada. Tries to leave it for Bierman, but Jade had a little bit of trouble just gathering the pass. Ends up bouncing it on the sideline, and South Loop will turn it over. Inbounds pass intended for Shada. Bierman there again to knock it away. I'll tell you what, Jade is not allowing the inbounds pass to be made easily here tonight. Another inbounds pass contested. This time it is Kramer stepping in front of the pass, able to force a jump ball situation, but the possession arrow will leave it in the hands of Twin Loop. Twin Loop gets it in this time to Shada. Shada handles into the backcourt, now sends it ahead to Blackburn. Blackburn puts it on the floor, trying to go around Stahlbomber, and Stahlbomber is going to get whistled for the foul, and Emma has just picked up number 3. Oh, no, they did not give it to Emma. That's a break for South Loop. Well, no, I think it is Emma. They show it up on the board as number 20, but that's Asa Starr, but I don't think Starr is out on the floor. I'm pretty sure that foul went on Stahlbomber. She is going to come out now. We'll keep an eye on that situation, but I think that foul was on Emma, which would have been her 3rd. Nice inbounds pass to Blackburn, but then Jalen trying to catch it, turn and shoot, shuffled the feet, and turns it over off the traveling violation. 5:42 to go in the second. Twin Loop 12, South Loop 7. Lady Bobcats with the basketball. Ray Hagler met at midcourt by Shada, sends it ahead to Fitzgerald. She'll put it on the floor, trying to get into the lane, and we got a foul call. Trying to step out to set a screen was Cameron Kramer. Kramer stepped in front of the defender, wasn't really set. They'll call a moving screen, and it will be a foul on Kramer. That is her first. The team's third now here in this quarter. Another inbounds pass deflected out of bounds off the hands of Jade Bierman. Man, I tell you, she is not allowing that inbounds pass to be made easily. And there's another one that is contested and gets knocked out of bounds. This time it's Fitzgerald who breaks up the pass. So Twin Loup will try to get it inbounded again. This time they do. They'll throw it into Blackburn. She has her pass deflected, but back into the hands of Vincent. Vincent starts left, comes back right, sends it that way to Schweitzer. Schweitzer will put it on the floor, sends it into the corner now. Kinley Keefe, on the receipt of the pass, gets bumped into by Fitzgerald. And Fitzgerald will get whistled for the foul. That'll be number 2 on her, and that is now the 4th team foul on South Loup. So Twin Loup's in the bonus now the rest of the way here in the second quarter. Vincent will inbound it to Schweitzer. Schweitzer, skip pass over to Shada on the left side. Lorena trying to go around Hagler. Ray able to stay right with her. Now Kinley Keefe handles. Keefe matched up with Reif. Keefe uses the ball screen to get to the rim. Puts up the shot, no good. Rebound secured by Nelcha Reif of South Loup. Off to Hagler. South Loup into the forward court. And they will operate 5-on-5. Reaching in on Ray Hagler was Lorena Shada. And Shada will get whistled for the personal foul. Just the first on Shada, just the second team foul against Twin Loup in this quarter. Tyra Brestel is back into the game for South Loup. She'll inbound it from the side, throws it in to Bierman. Pass intended for Reif, deflected. Able to chase down the loose ball, though, is Reif. She'll dump it inside at the high post, handling it for South Loup. Kagan Watunu is in, and then they send it out to Hagler, who knocks one down from long distance. Hagler with the 3, and South Loup is to within 2. Lorena Shana dribbles around the pressure of Hagler, keeps the bounce alive, now loses it on the baseline, and it's out of bounds off of Twin Loup. So the Wolves turn it over. South Loup with the basketball with 4:23 to go here in this opening half. Substitution for Twin Loup as Natalie Haskell, freshman, will re-enter. Twin Loup will pick up the defense in the half court. Hagler will send it ahead to Kagan Watun. Now back to Ray. Ray down the right side of the lane, leaves it for Reif. Open look from 18 feet, off the rim, no good. Fighting for the rebound, Brestel, and she's able to secure the offensive rebound. Bierman, she'll launch it from deep. It's good! Jade Bierman with the 3. Back-to-back threes for South Loup, and the Bobcats have retaken the lead now at 13-12. Now Twin Loup trying to answer. Kinley Keefe trying to set up Reif, goes around her, dribbles into traffic, throws it out to Schweitzer. Schweitzer looking for help, finds Haskell with it. 20 on the shot clock for the Wolves. Haskell dribbles to her right, had it poked away by Bierman. Bierman to the rim, chasing Vincent, layup, no good, not able to finish, and Vincent able to secure the rebound. Vincent will give it up to Haskell, who brings it across half court, sends it ahead to Blackburn, but deflected out of bounds by the left hand of Tyra Brestel. So the action picking up here in the last couple of minutes. 3:20 to play in the second quarter. Twin Loup with the ball, but now down by 1. And that's thanks to back-to-back threes from South Loup. One from Hagler, one from Bierman. Blackburn inside, takes the shot and draws the foul. And it looks like the foul will go on Brestel, just her first. But it is the team's 5th, so again, Twin Loup in the bonus now for the remainder of this quarter. To the line, Blackburn for 2. First one, no good. Twin Loup has been held to just 2 points in this second quarter. South Loup has outscored the Wolves 8-2 here in the second. Blackburn with the free throw attempt, missed them both, And the rebound fought for, and coming out of there with it is Brestol. Brestol will bring it across midcourt with the bounce and then throws it away. Haskell with the interception. She'll go to the rim and get fouled. Chasing her from behind was Ray Hagler. Ray will pick up the personal foul, and that's going to send Haskell to the line to shoot 2. First foul of the game whistled against Ray Hagler. Free throw, good. Haskell makes the first, and we are tied at 13. This one to put Twin Loup in front. Haskell will launch it. It's good. Made them both. And now Twin Loup has retaken the lead, 14-13, with 3 minutes remaining in this second quarter. Back into the game is Gracie Brennan. Nice pass inside to Kagan Wattoon, who lays it up and in. Boy, great find by Brennan. And then Wattoon able to finish at the rim. South Loup by 1. Now Twin Loup looking to answer. Blackburn handles it in the corner. Had it knocked away out of bounds. Last touch by South Loup. South Loup 15, Twin Loup 14. Game 1 of our doubleheader. Boys game between these two teams will follow. Kinley Keefe will send it out to Haskell. Haskell cut off. Now sends it out to Vincent. Vincent dribbles to her right, works off the high ball screen by Haskell. Step back 3. It went in, but we had a whistle first, and I think they're going to call a travel against Vincent. When she made the step back, she took an extra step and turned it over. So the ball will go to South Loup with 2.5 minutes remaining here in the first half. Handling is Gracie Brennan. Brennan will throw it inside to Starr. Had it rejected, but first a whistle. And I think they're going to call it against Blackburn. Blackburn contesting the shot in the post. Going to get whistled for the personal. That will be just her first, though. It was in the act of shooting, though, so Starr will go to the line to shoot 2. The first, no good. Asa Starr ready with her second. Free throw on the way. Got it. Got the friendly roll. And the lead is 2 now for South Loup. 2:22 left to play in quarter 2. Haskell cut off at the top of the key. Sends it into Cooper Keefe, who will turn and fire. No good. Kinley Keefe, the offensive rebound. Putback wouldn't go. And then trying to secure the rebound for South Loup was Gracie Brennan, but she stepped on the baseline when she had her hands on the ball. So the ball's going to stay with Twin Loup. They will reset the shot clock. The Wolves will have a full 35 to work with. As Carson Vincent inbounds it from the baseline. Carson will throw it into Cooper Keefe. She'll shoot it, no good. Vincent, the offensive rebound, in a crowd, trying to throw it out to Keefe. Deflected back to Carson. A 3 from the corner, no good. Rebound, Brestol. Throwing it ahead to Hagler. Hagler trying to chase it down. She'll get to it. She'll find Brestol for the open look. Off the back iron, no good. And the rebound secured by Cooper Keefe. Out to Vincent, who crosses half court with 1:43 to go in the second. Twin Loup with the ball, down by 2. Now we got a foul whistled against Twin Loup. I think it's going to go on Cooper Keefe. That would be her second. It is. And again, it was a foul called on the screen. Keefe was coming out trying to set the screen, just didn't get there in time. Got whistled for the foul. South Loup basketball. Brennan will swing it to Starr. Inside it goes to Kagan Wattoon. Had it taken away by Blackburn. Into the hands of Kinley Keefe. Twin Loup has it with 1:23 to go in the second quarter. Twin Loup with the ball, down by 2. Kinley Keefe will keep the dribble alive and now going to be fouled on the sideline. Reaching in was Hagler, and she made a little bit too much contact with Keefe. So Hagler gets whistled for the personal. That's number 2 on her. Twin Loup in the bonus. So Keefe will go to the line to shoot 2. First one is good. So Twin Loup now has made 3 in a row from the line after missing their first 2. Nelcha Reif is back into the game for South Loup as Hagler will come out as she just picked up her second foul. Kinley Keefe, free throw, rims out, no good. Rebound secured by Starr. Nearing a minute left to go here in the second quarter. It's a 1-point game. South Loup 16, Twin Loup 15. Gracie Brennan will find Starr in the corner. Starr to her left, keeps the bounce alive. Now lobs it inside for Reif. Can't handle the pass. Ball loose. They fight for it, and it's going to be out of bounds off of Cooper Keefe. South Loup to inbound underneath their own basket. South Loup with a full 35 on the shot clock to work with. Reif on the right elbow, kicks it out to Starr. She'll launch it, no good. Able to secure the rebound, Lorena Shada. Shada quickly to the other direction. Throws it up, and they're going to call a travel. Well, Starr stepped in front of Shada, and Lorena just kind of lost her momentum, got whistled for the traveling violation, so South Loup will have the basketball. About a 7-second difference right now between shot clock and game clock as we come toward the end of the second quarter. Stahlbomber playing with 3 fouls back into the game. Pass intended for Reif, taken away by Haskell. Another turnover for South Loup. Twin Loup basketball. They'll send it ahead to Shada. I don't think the shot clock got reset as Twin Loup throws it away. It doesn't matter now. South Loup with the basketball. Now we got a whistle and a travel called against South Loup. So we have 11 seconds remaining in the quarter. Shot clock will be off. Twin Loup will have the basketball and an opportunity to take the lead into half as they trail by 1. Shada will throw it into Blackburn. Blackburn picked up by Starr. 6 seconds to go in the quarter, and a travel called against Twin Loup. So now it's going to be South Loup with an opportunity to take the final shot of the quarter. And they'll have a chance now to lengthen their lead as they lead by 1. 3 seconds to go. Stahlbomber, she'll shoot it. Rejected by Blackburn. Picked up by Cooper Keefe, and that's the way the half comes to an end. Well, we anticipated this to be a tight, close game throughout, and that is the way it has been through half number 1. At halftime, your score, South Loup 16, Twin Loup 15. You're listening to high school basketball on KBBN Radio. We're also live on our video stream as well through sandhillsexpress.com.
This broadcast of the Twin Loup Wolves is brought to you by the Twin Loup Boosters, including Modern Movement LLC, Morgan Ranch, Orville's Repair, P-Patch Greenhouse and Gifts, Prairie Thunder Game Birds, Roberts Chiropractic, Rowley and Keena Stepka, Sargent Chamber of Commerce, the Sargent Corner Market, Sargent Insurance Agency, Sargent Packing LLC, Sargent Tire LLC, Seidel Contracting Incorporated, Sheets Irrigation, and Slagle Angus. Enjoy the broadcast brought to you in part by the Twin Loup Boosters. Simply put, AgriBest Feeds in Callaway has the ranching supplies you need and are looking for, like Sweet Pro Tubs with probiotin that helps cattle perform better while consuming up to 25% less forage. They also have Redmond Mineral Salt, Aeroquip chutes, and portable tub alley systems, plus vet supplies, pet and poultry feed, and dry shod boots. Sometimes the ATV or UTV is the way you want to go. They have drive-through gates ideal for the farm, ranch, hunting, lease, and more. For fencing, barbed wire, posts, and more, visit AgriBest Feeds behind the Community Center in Callaway.
The Callaway District Hospital, along with the Arnold and Callaway Medical Clinics, are proud of the South Loup Bobcats. New patients are always welcome. They understand that healthcare is evolving and are committed to providing local access to high-quality care by continuing to invest in the latest diagnostic and treatment technology. Their specialty is primary care. Callaway District Hospital and the Arnold and Callaway Medical Clinics cheering on the South Loup Bobcats.
The staff at South Loup Pharmacy in Callaway is proud to be a sponsor of this sports broadcast. They support all the area athletes and are pleased to be a part of the South Loup Bobcat community. Their pharmacy provides knowledge on what is best for you and your family members. Stop in and talk to them today. South Loop Pharmacy in Callaway, knowing you by name, not just a refill number.
Central Nebraska Electric in Ansley is a proud supporter of this broadcast and area high school sports action. Playing hard throughout the season takes a lot of work, and Todd salutes that dedication. Any electrical work you need done right the first time deserves a free estimate from Central Nebraska Electric. Call them at 750-6458. That's Central Nebraska Electric in Ansley, sponsoring this broadcast and wishing area teams good luck this season.
Rocks Underground serves Central Nebraska with expertise in water and irrigation services. Need some help? Call Rocky Dockweiler at 870-3457. Rocky salutes the student athletes of the area and all the hard work they put in each and every season and is very proud of the young men and women that live in Central Nebraska. Enjoy this broadcast, brought to you in part by Rocky Dockweiler with Rocks Underground in Oconto.
A1 Auto Repair in Arnold is proud to support our local student athletes and help bring you the action when you can't be there in person. When it comes to fixing cars, the bearded guys at A1 they're kind of like mechanical wizards, just with wrenches instead of magic wands. Trust them, you'd much rather they have a wrench than a magic wand. They'll have your car running smoothly and get you back on the road in no time. Stop by 110 East 7th Avenue in Arnold. Call 308-848-2542 or click A1AutoRepairInc.com.
This broadcast of the Twin Loop Wolves is brought to you by the Twin Loop Boosters, including Speltz Lumber Company, Stars Wildlife Inn, Taylor Storage, TCH Seeds, Team Physical Therapy PC, The Rescue Bar and Grill, Treptow Cattle Company, Trotter Grain and Fertilizer, Trotter's Low and Go, Union Bank and Trust, Upstream Ranch, Valley County Health System, and Wagner Bunkhouse and Cabins. Enjoy the broadcast brought to you in part by the Twin Loop Boosters.
This sports broadcast is being brought to you by Fort County Heating and Air. Owners Brian and Austin serve the area with more than 20 years of combined experience in the industry. Call for a free estimate and timely service. Fort County Heating and Air in Broken Bow. Call 308-872-2258. Well, it has been a tight, close one throughout. At the half, South Loop leading Twin Loop by a score of 16-15. Twin Loop fell behind early, able to come back, take the lead at the end of the first quarter, 10-5. But then back-to-back threes in that second quarter kind of turned things in favor of South Loop as the Bobcats were able to take the lead and hold it by a point as we are at halftime. As we take a look at some of the scoring numbers, Ray Hagler, one of those 2 threes for South Loop. She has 3 in the first half. Leading the way for the Lady Bobcats, Jade Bierman coming off the bench. She had a 3-pointer in the second quarter, added a 2-point bucket as well. She's got 5 to lead the way for South Loop in the opening half. Nelcha Reif hit a 3 early in the game. She has 3 in the first half. And Emma Stahlbaumer, who's kind of battled foul trouble, she's got 3 fouls after the first half. She has 2 points in the game. And Kagan Watoon coming off the bench to score 2 for the Bobcats. As we look at what South Loop's done at the line, they got there 4 times. All 4 of those free throw attempts came in the second quarter. They are 1 of 4 from the line. Looking at the scoring numbers for Twin Loop, a very balanced attack for the Lady Wolves. Natalie Haskell off the bench with 2 points. She was 2 of 2 from the line. Jalen Blackburn with 2 points. Ella Schweitzer leads the way with 4. Carson Vincent with 2 points. Kinley Keefe has 3. And Lorena Shada with 2. Twin Loop able to get to the line 6 times. They're 3 of 6 from the free throw line in the opening half. So again, Twin Loop led 10-5 at the end of the first, but South Loop leads 16-15 here at the half. Second half action is coming up on Central Nebraska's Sports Source.
The chilly season is here. No need to be wearing a stocking hat inside. Talk to them at Mead Lumber in Broken Bow and get your home's insulation upgraded. Not only will you keep the cold outside in the winter, you'll also have a more efficient, clean, and healthy home. At Mead Lumber, they do their very best to accommodate you with information on your project. Check out the awesome resources they offer at meadlumber.com as well. Mead Lumber in Broken Bow. Visit them today on East Highway 2.
Life's better when you're under our roof because we can help you choose insurance to help protect what matters most. Life insurance from American Family Life Insurance Company can help financially protect your loved ones by replacing a portion of your income if you were to pass away. That means your family could have the help they need to continue to pursue their dreams. Contact Justin at the Justin Thompson Agency at 872-5252 today.
American Family Insurance.
Products not available in all states. American Family Life Insurance Company, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
Are you afraid of falling? Team Physical Therapy can help. 872-5111. Good balance is essential for a healthy, active life. Team Physical Therapy is here to help you stay healthy, improve your balance, and keep you active. 872-5111. Our highly trained physical therapist will design a personalized plan for you to help you improve your stability, decrease risk of falling, and get you back to doing what you love. Don't let that balance issue keep you at home, or if it does, we could come to you. Call Team Physical Therapy 872-5111.
This week at Geared for Sports, their gift is a sweet treat. Draw a candy cane to see what savings you'll get. Between 15 and 30% off. You'll find a great variety of fanwear, sportswear, and sports equipment, only excluding GCI chairs. Geared for Sports is open Monday to Friday 10 to 6, Saturday 10 to 4, and now on Sundays noon to 4 through Christmas. Visit them to pick a candy cane and save this week. Geared for Sports, west side of the square in Broken Bow.
If you've got an upgrade, remodel, or new construction project on your mind for the year, now is the time to get it scheduled with Duda Plumbing. Scott and Colton specialize in remodels, new build plumbing, and advanced sewer video inspections. They provide friendly, reliable service to Broken Bow and nearby communities. And yes, they can handle septic plumbing when you need it. Plan ahead and get on the calendar today with Duda Plumbing, where they do the plumbing.
Attention Nebraska farmers. At Custer Federal State Bank, we know that agriculture is more than a job, it's a way of life. That's why we're proud to offer agricultural loans tailored to your needs. Whether you're looking to expand your operations, purchase new equipment, or manage daily expenses, our experienced team is here to help. With competitive rates, personalized service, we're your partners in growth. Visit Custer Federal State Bank today, where your future grows. Custer Federal State Bank, rooted in Nebraska, growing with you. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
As we get ready for the second half between Twin Loup and South Loup, girls half of our doubleheader, want to remind you that every time somebody takes a timeout tonight, it'll be brought to you by Dairy Queen in Broken Bow. Always a perfect time to plan your next trip to Dairy Queen in Broken Bow to try a delicious blizzard for the season. Traditional sundaes, cones and shakes, or hot burgers, chicken strips, fries, cheese curds, and more. Visit them on West Highway 2 in Broken Bow. So we get ready to start the second half. South Loup with the slimmest of leads. They lead at 16-15 as we play here in the third now. Again, this is game one of our doubleheader. Game two, of course, will be the boys' game, and looking forward to that. Boy, both teams had really solid seasons a year ago. Both returned some key members from those squads. Should be a good one coming up later on tonight. We continue here in the girls' game as on the opening inbounds pass, South Loup unfortunately turns it over. Hagler throws it into Cameron Kramer, but just couldn't hang on to the pass, and South Loup will open with a turnover. Just underway here in the third, Twin Loup with the basketball. Lorena Shada guarded tightly by Ray Hagler. Shada has the pass deflected, ball loose on the floor into the hands of Hagler. Hagler will send it ahead to Bresto. Bresto, nice catch in traffic, and then had the ball ripped away by Schweitzer. Twin Loup basketball. Shada guarded tightly by Hagler. Lorena picks up the dribble. She's in some trouble, and now we got a whistle, and Twin Loop's going to call a timeout. Timeout on the floor, as we just mentioned. It's brought to you by Dairy Queen of Broken Bow.
Year-end savings are at Gateway Motors, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram in Broken Bow. Like a new 2025 Jeep Grand Cherokee L, up to $6,500 off MSRP. New 2026 Chrysler Pacificas, up to $8,500 off MSRP. New 2026 Dodge Durangos, up to $6,000 off MSRP. And for year-end truck buyers, select remaining new 2025 Ram 2500 and 3500 heavy-duty pickups are now up to $11,000 off MSRP. While inventory lasts, Gateway Motors, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram in Broken Bow. Shop anytime at GatewayMotors.com. Gateway Motors, where the deal is always worth the drive.
Back to Callaway High School as we're just underway here in the third quarter. Inbounds pass comes to Kinley Keefe, cut off on the baseline by Rife, and then the ball kicked out of bounds off the foot of Aaron Fitzgerald. So it'll stay in the hands of Twin Loup. Shot clock goes to 20 with 7:21 left to go in this third quarter. Pass is deflected, ball loose on the floor. They fight for it. A jump ball will be called, and the possession arrow will keep it in the hands of Twin Loup. Vincent will throw it in from the baseline. First, we have a whistle. And I'm not really sure what. I think maybe they're talking about who is to have possession. I think they're just clarifying to make sure the possession arrow was right, and it is. Twin Loup basketball. Inbounds pass comes into the hands of Jalen Blackburn. Reaching in, trying to take it away was Tyra Brestel, and she's going to get whistled for the personal foul. That is number 2 against her. Vincent to try to throw it in again. She'll bounce it into Blackburn. Blackburn will catch and shoot. Can't finish, though. Rebound, Vincent. And Twin Loup will get another opportunity. Kinley Keefe had the ball knocked away, able to retrieve it. Now finds Schweitzer with the pass. Schweitzer will send it inside to Kinley Keefe. She'll launch off the rim, no good. Rebound secured by South Loop's Cameron Kramer, and a foul will be called. Foul's going to go on Schweitzer of Twin Loup. That'll be just her first. So each team with one personal foul here in this third quarter as we play just over a minute. 16-15, South Loop with the lead and the ball. Hagler, a deep three. It's short, no good. Rebound secured by Jalen Blackburn of Twin Loup. Out to Vincent. Vincent will bring it across midcourt. Now pick up the dribble. Looks for help. Bounces it to Shada. Lorena matched up with Ray Hagler. Shada off the ball screen set by Keefe. Gets loose on the baseline. Leaves it for Blackburn, who banks it in. Boy, great screen out high set by Twin Loup to free up Shada on the baseline. And then the bounce pass to Blackburn for the finish. Twin Loup has retaken the lead. Hagler dribbles to her right. Pass intended for Nelcha Rife. It's knocked out of bounds and last touched by Twin Loup. South Loop basketball. Just about 2 minutes played here in the third. It's been a close one throughout. Twin Loup leads at 17-16. Inbounds pass comes to Fitzgerald. Now Rife handles it. A three on the way. It's off the mark, no good. But the long rebound chased down by Kramer. And then she has it knocked out of bounds off of Twin Loup. South Loop to inbound it on the side. Inbounds pass comes to Rife. Nelcha will turn and face. Now puts it on the floor. Being guarded tightly by Kinley Keefe. Rife, got a little bit too close to the half-court line and got whistled for over and back. I think Nelcha just kind of lost track of where she was at on the court and ends up turning it over. Twin Loup to inbound it. Inbounds pass comes to Blackburn, picked up by Kramer. Blackburn passes it off to Vincent, hounded by Fitzgerald. Boy, this is tough man-to-man defense by South Loop. Vincent in some trouble, looks for help, still looking, had the ball poked away, got it back. Now reaching in, Fitzgerald, and we're going to get a foul. And I think for Aaron, that's going to be number 3. Second team foul. No. On the board, they're not going to give it to, well, on the board it says 24, but there's not a 24. They called it. They called it on Vincent. Foul went against Twin Loup. Boy, my apologies. So Vincent got whistled for the foul. And so as we reset things, South Loop will inbound the basketball. All right, here we go. 5:25 to go here in the third. South Loop with it. Spinning away from the defender, Hagler. Hagler going to challenge Blackburn, throws it up off the rim, no good, and the rebound secured by Lorena Shada. Shada met at midcourt by Hagler. Shada starts left, comes back right. Hagler Boy, just contesting every single dribble. Shada able to send it cross court to Schweitzer. Had the ball knocked away, poked away off the hand of Brestol. Twin Loup will maintain possession as we have an even 5 minutes to play here in the third. Boy, every dribble, every pass being contested by the South Loup defense at the moment. South Loup with the ball and a 1-point lead. Shada again using the ball screen to get to the rim but cannot finish. Rebound fought for. Getting her hands on it was Gracie Brennan of South Loup. Then reaching in was Twin Loup, and the Wolves are going to get whistled for a foul. We'll see who they charge it to, and the foul's going to be on Shada, her second. For Twin Loup, their third team foul here in the quarter. Gracie Brennan working off the high ball screen. Had the ball poked away. And could this be Shada again? It is. And all of a sudden, Lorena Shada has picked up her third foul. So Shada picks up 2 quick ones. She has 3 in the game now, and she will be forced to come out, as coming in to replace her will be Natalie Haskell. Haskell, just a freshman, gave Twin Loup some really good minutes in that opening half. Now back out on the floor here in the third quarter. Brennan will dribble to her right. Brennan looking, bounces it in the corner to Jade Bierman, but she just couldn't hang on to the pass. Loses it out of bounds. South Loup with the turnover. Inbounds pass comes to Haskell. South Loup will pick up the defense in the half court. Haskell dribbles to her right. Throws it inside to Blackburn. Oh, nice up and under move. Goes around the defender who was Cameron Kramer, and Blackburn able to bank it in for the bucket. Blackburn with all 4 of Twin Loup's points here in the third quarter. And Twin Loup leads by 3. Driving and kicking is Brennan. Open 3 for Bierman, who splashes it from the corner. Bierman with her second 3 of the game, and now we're tied at 19. Vincent has it taken away by Bierman. Bierman to the rim, layup, no good. It rolled off the rim as she could not finish. Rebound pulled down by Twin Loup. Chance for the Wolves now to take the lead. Vincent being chased by Asa Starr. Inside Haskell takes a shot, no good. Blackburn trying to keep the ball alive, and she's going to get whistled for the foul. And Jalen now hobbling a little bit, unfortunately, as she comes off the court. Blackburn picks up her second foul, but we'll see. Kind of looks like she's favoring that right ankle right now, as the officials are going over to the South Loup bench. And I'm not really sure what that was all about. Oh, okay. Sorry. 5th team foul. There you go. 5th team foul against Twin Loup. South Loup had Kramer being substituted for, but it was the 5th team foul. So Kramer's got to stay out there to shoot free throws. As South Loup is in the bonus already with 3:37 left to go in this quarter. Kramer's first is no good. Second free throw attempt from Cameron Kramer. On its way, and it's good. Got the friendly roll. And South Loup takes the lead by 1. Now Kramer can come out. Emma Stahlbaumer will come in to replace her. Of course, Emma playing with a little bit of foul trouble. She's got 3 fouls, but back on the floor with 3:34 to go here in the third. Twin Loup with the ball, down by 1. Haskell advances it, leaves it for Schweitzer. Open look from deep, no good. And the rebound secured by Jade Bierman. Bierman cut off by Kinley Keefe, swings it off to Brennan. Ahead to Starr, inside Stahlbaumer. She'll take the shot, no good, but draws the foul. See who they whistle it on. Looks like it'll go against Cooper Keefe. For Cooper, that'll be her third. And Stahlbaumer now will go to the free throw line. First time Emma has been to the free throw line tonight. First one, no good. Well, we have 3:17 left to play in the quarter, and South Loup is already in the bonus as Twin Loup over the 5-team foul limit in this quarter. Stahlbomber's second is good, made 1 of 2, and the lead is 2 for South Loup. Nearing 3 minutes left to play here in the third. Carson Vincent uses the ball screen by Keefe to get free. Now the pass inside to Kinley Keefe, who slipped to the rim, but she cannot handle the pass. It's taken away by Kagan Wattoon, who's back into the game for South Loup. Bierman sends it ahead to Stahlbomber. Emma, inside pass knocked away, back to the hands of Emma Stahlbomber. Takes a shot, no good. Rebound pulled down by Vincent as she tries to dribble out of traffic. And in doing so, there will be a reach-in foul called against South Loup. And it looks like they're going to get it on Gracie Brennan. That'll be just her first. Team's second whistled against South Loup here in the third. Inbounds pass to Schweitzer. South Loup applying some backcourt pressure now. The one applying it, Jade Bierman. Vincent able to bring it into the forecourt, though, with the bounce. Being chased now by Starr, and we got a whistle and a foul. This will go against South Loup. Starr will get whistled for it. That's her first. Team's third now for South Loup with 2:39 to play in the third. Twin Loup to inbound it on the baseline. Inbounds pass comes to Kinley Keefe. Trying to bounce it to Schweitzer. Had it knocked away right back into her hands. Now Vincent, a 3 as she's able to bank it in. Carson Vincent from long range. And Twin Loup has the lead at 22-21. Back the other way, Brennan. She'll drive and kick. Bierman for the answer. Off the mark, no good. Long rebound chased down by Starr. A fresh 35 for South Loup. Starr at the top of the key. Swings it left side to Bierman. Nice touch pass inside to Wattoon. Back to Jade. Jade on the ball fake. Staying right with her, Kinley Keefe. Bierman now loses her balance, and Coach Goodnow going to come to the rescue and call a timeout. Dairy Queen of Broken Bow timeout on the floor. 1:59 to go in the third. Twin Loup 22, South Loup 21.
When we unlock the doors and turn on the lights at the grocery cart, we're excited to serve you with a smile and helpfulness that can't be matched. Our staff is happy to help bring you this sports broadcast. It's our mission to offer you great prices in a store that is clean, organized, and convenient. Connect with us online at gkbrokenbow.com or come by and shop 7 days a week from 7 a.m. to 10 p.m. East Highway to Broken Bow.
Your friends at Kling Financial are honored to help with any of your health and life insurance questions, as well as any retirement planning needs you may have. Reach them at 872-6810. Kling Financial, you'll find them in downtown Broken Bow at 940 South D Street. Well, this one has been close throughout. I think the largest lead for either team has been 5. Twin Loup led 10-5 at the end of the first quarter. I think that's been the largest lead for anybody in this game. Twin Loup leads right now by just a point, and really in this third quarter, we've just been back and forth. Twin Loup trailed by a point at the half. Now they lead by a point with 1:59 left to play in the third. Out of the timeout, South Loup with the ball. Hagler open look from the corner, no good. They fight for the rebound. Jump ball will be the call. And the possession arrow is pointing to Twin Loup. Vincent to throw it in. Kinley Keefe will return it to Carson. Aaron Fitzgerald back into the game for South Loup, applying the defensive pressure. Vincent will dribble into the corner, now cut off. Kicks it out to Schweitzer. Contested 3. Off the mark, no good. They fight for the loose ball, and it's going to go out of bounds off the hands of South Loup. Twin Loup to inbound it underneath their own basket. Vincent looking, finds Keefe. Open look for 3. Rims out, no good. Stahlbomber, big rebound. Outlet pass to Hagler. South Loup trying to retake the lead. Under 90 seconds to play here in the third quarter. We've got a whistle and a foul, and it's going to go on Stahlbomber, I think, trying to set the high ball screen. Just didn't get set. And that's going to be number 4 on Emma. Also the fourth team foul against South Loup, so on the next one committed by South Loup, Twin Loup will be in the bonus. A minute 26 to go in the third. Twin Loup with the ball, leading 22-21. Season opening game for both teams. Vincent throws it into Keith. Kinley will send it ahead to Cooper. Cooper Keith trying to go around the defender, gets to the rim and draws the foul. Boy, great move on the baseline by Cooper Keith. Able to draw the foul. Cooper will go to the line. Foul whistled on Cameron Kramer. That is number 2 on her. And now the fifth team foul on South Loup. So both teams in the bonus for the remainder of the quarter. Free throw by Keith. Good. Cooper able to bank it in for her first point of the night. Second attempt on its way. No good. Off the back iron. Rebound to Kramer. Outlet pass to Fitzgerald. Nearing a minute left to go here in the third. South Loup with the ball, but down by 2. Fitzgerald will dribble to her right. Tries to send it inside to Kramer, but it's intercepted by Cooper Keith. Off to Kinley now. Kinley will bring it across midcourt. Checks the clock. Under a minute to go in the quarter. Keith keeping the dribble alive. Reverse layup. No good. Rebound fought for Vincent out of the pack. A fresh 35 for Twin Loup. Schweitzer will shoot it off the mark. No good. Rebound. Haskell put back. No good. And the rebound secured by Kagan Watoon. Oh, Twin Loup had some good looks, but just could not get the shot to fall. 8-second difference between shot clock and game clock as we come toward the end of the third. South Loup with the ball, down by 2. Great pass inside to Hagler, but she cannot finish. Oh, man, that ball bounced around the rim and just would not fall through. And then as they fight for the rebound, we get a whistle. Jump ball is the call. Possession arrow will leave it in the hands of South Loup. Shot clock is off now. 23.5 seconds remaining in the quarter. The inbounds pass deflected and taken away by the Wolves. Twin Loup basketball. 15 to go in the quarter. Here's Haskell with it. Haskell trying to drive by the defender. Cut off on the baseline. Finds Schweitzer for the look. It's off, no good. Rebound Fitzgerald. 7 to go in the quarter. Fitzgerald going to be fouled at midcourt by Kinley Keefe. And that is going to send Fitzgerald to the line. Twin Loup was at the 5-foul limit. And so that's going to send Fitzgerald to the line to shoot 2. Almost makes you wonder if Kinley just kind of lost track of how many team fouls they had and thought maybe they had one to give. But Fitzgerald steps to the line and misses the first. 5.4 seconds remain in quarter number 3. This one to bring South Loup to within a point. Free throw, good. Made 1 of 2. Twin Loup basketball leading by a point. 5 seconds to go. Vincent guarded tightly by Fitzgerald. Sends it ahead. Schweitzer will not get the shot off. Well, it was a 1-point game at halftime, and now we're dead even going to the fourth. 23-all is the score. Final 8 minutes coming up after this on Central Nebraska's Sports Source.
Trotter Service on Highway 2 in Broken Bow is your trusted local source for all your auto repair and maintenance needs. From oil changes and tire sales to complete vehicle repairs, their skilled team offers honest, reliable service to keep your car running smoothly and safely. Whether it's routine maintenance or an unexpected repair, Trotter Service is dedicated to getting you back on the road quickly and with confidence. Trotter Service, your hometown automotive repair and tire store.
That's you trying to fix the plumbing yourself to save a few bucks. Doing things yourself doesn't always end well. The same goes for insurance. That's why Auto Owners works with local independent agents to tailor coverage to meet your needs and offer discounts for life, home, car, and business insurance. Because sometimes you need a professional to get the job done right. That's simple human sense.
Hi, this is Nate Bell with High Street Insurance and Financial Services in Broken Bow. See us online at hsip.com. See possible.
Well, as we come back to Callaway, they have corrected the scoreboard. And when I said 23-23, I'm like, I don't know if that's right. Well, they have corrected the scoreboard now. It is a 1-point lead for Twin Loup entering the fourth. Correct score, Twin Loup 23, South Loup 22. Twin Loup opens with a basketball to start the final 8 minutes. Carson Vincent bounces it inside to Keefe, and before she took the shot, shuffled the feet and got whistled for the travel. Twin Loup will pick up the defense in the half court. Final 8 minutes going to decide this one. South Loup with the ball, but down by a point, as Brennan will send it ahead to Hagler, who finds Kramer inside. Kramer not able to finish. South Loup will lose it out of bounds. Twin Loup basketball as we're just underway here in the fourth. Shada picked up by Hagler. Dribbles into the corner, let loose on the baseline. She'll take the contested shot and draw the foul. Foul's going to be on Hagler, I believe. I've got that as her third. The scoring table agrees with me. It was in the act of shooting, and Shada will go to the line. First one. No good. Missed it. Shada misses the front end. Now the second one coming up. This would put Twin Loup up by 2. Free throw on its way. Made it. Made 1 of 2, and now the lead is 2 for Twin Loup. Just underway here in the fourth. Season opening game for both teams, and Shada with the steal. She'll go to the rim, can't finish. Brestol there to pull down the rebound. Boy, great defensive play by Shada, but just could not finish on the offensive end. And now at the other end, Kinley Keefe bumps into Brestol and gets called for the foul. And for Kinley, that'll be number 2 on her. So each team whistled for a foul here in the opening minute of this fourth quarter. South Loup with the ball down by 2. Fitzgerald dribbles to her left, comes back right. She'll dumps it off to Brestol, the open look. It's no good. They fight for the rebound. It's out of bounds. Last touch by Twin Loup. Boy, great drive into the lane by Fitzgerald. Kind of looked for a moment she was going to take the shot and still dumped it off to Brestol, who had a good look but just couldn't finish. Now Brestol on the inbounds pass takes another shot, no good, and the rebound cleared by Twin Loup. Over a minute played here in the fourth. Twin Loup with the ball up by 2. Shada will dribble into the corner. Fitzgerald cuts her off there. Pass inside to Keefe, off her hands, into the hands of Fitzgerald. South Loup with the steal. Oh, what a great lead pass to Brestol, and then she had it knocked out of bounds as Carson Vincent was able to knock the ball away. Great play by Vincent. Otherwise, Brestol may have had a layup opportunity. South Loup ball in the corner. It's Brennan for a 3. No good. Rebound secured by Cooper Keefe. South Loup retreats and will pick up the defense in the half court. Shada will dribble to her right, being chased by Hagler. Shada had the pass deflected. It's loose, still loose. It's out of bounds, off of Twin Loup. And credit Ray Hagler for that turnover. Boy, both teams really playing tough defense here in this season opener. A chance for South Loup to tie or take the lead. Here's Brennan with it, deep on the left wing. Reaching in is Shada. She forces the jump ball, but the possession arrow is pointing to South Loup. Remember, more basketball to come. Boys half of hour doubleheader still to come. We'll have it for you on KBBN Radio and on our live video stream. Taking the shot and making it, Ray Hagler. Oh, man, Hagler dribbling to her right, just kind of threw it up toward the basket and banked it in. And we are tied at 34. What a shot by Hagler. Shot at the other end. Goes inside to Keefe, can't finish. Rebound, tipped out into the hands of Schweitzer. Schweitzer will give it up to Vincent. The shot never hit the rim, so the shot clock did not reset. And now we've got a whistle on the baseline. And we might be getting a foul. It's going to go against Fitzgerald. That's number 3 on Aaron. 14 seconds on the shot clock for Twin Loup. Vincent to throw it in. Bounces it to Shada. Open look. Off. No good. Rebound Hagler. Hagler will lob it ahead to Fitzgerald. Fitzgerald chases it down, puts it up, short, no good. Rebound, Kramer, put back, good. Cameron Kramer, great hustle following on the play, and South Loop takes the lead at 26-24. Lorena Shada had it poked away by Hagler. A whistle, and I think we might get a reach-in foul. We are. They're going to call Hagler on the reach-in. And, oh, man, for Ray, that's going to be number 4 all of a sudden. Third team foul whistled against South Loop already in this quarter, and we got 5:16 left to play in it. Boy, this one has been close throughout. 2-point game with 5:16 left to go in the fourth. South Loop now with the lead at 26-24. Twin Loop will throw it in. Pass deflected. Taken away by Starr. Starr will put it up. Short, no good. Rebound, though, to Bierman. Back to Starr. Open look. Yes! Asa Starr with the bucket. Timeout on the floor. 5:03 to go in the fourth. South Loop 28, Twin Loop 24. Timeout brought to you by Dairy Queen of Broken Bow.
Are prairie dogs wreaking havoc in your pastures? Then get rid of them with Rosol from Arrow Seed. Rosol is a restricted use pesticide approved for use on prairie dogs by licensed pesticide applicators between October 1st and March 15th. Rosol is an easy-to-use bait that provides excellent acceptance, has superior weatherability, and proven reliability. To learn more about Rosol, call or stop by Arrow Seed in Broken Bow today.
Well, it's been an exciting season opener between South Loop and Twin Loop. South Loop has come out in this fourth quarter and has outscored the Lady Wolves 6-1 in this quarter, and now they lead 28-24. Good to have you with us for high school basketball coverage on KBBN Radio. I'm Brent Apperson. Jack Simpson with us behind the camera tonight. We're live on KBBN Radio and live with our video stream. You can access the live stream links by going to sandhillsexpress.com. 5:03 to go in the fourth. Twin Loop with the ball, but now down by 4. South Loop going to apply some backcourt pressure now. Haskell will handle the inbounds pass and quickly advances it into the forecourt. She'll shoot it. It's good. Oh, man, that went in. It popped out, and it went back in again. What a shot by Haskell. Aggressive move coming out of the timeout. Now back to the other end. South Loop with the shot. No good. Bierman keeping it alive. Bristol picks it up in traffic. Now a whistle and a timeout. South Loop. The drama building in the season opener. 4:39 to go in the fourth. Another Dairy Queen of Broken Bow timeout.
Good tidings we bring to you and your kin. We wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.
This is Stuart Fox of Nebraska State Bank. We'd like to sincerely thank our customers for their support and business this past year. We look forward to serving you and Custer County for many years to come. From the NSB family to yours, we hope you have a Merry Christmas and a prosperous New Year. Nebraska State Bank and Trust Company, member FDIC.
And we come back to Callaway High School. 4:39 left to go in the fourth. South Loop with the ball, leading 28-26. South Loop will inbound it. Brendan will do the honors. Bounce pass Kramer. Goes glass. Can't finish. Rebound fought for. Kramer comes out of there with it. Open look for Brandon. No good. Rebound. Kramer again. A whistle and a foul going to go against Twin Loop. Boy, how about the hustle on the offensive glass by Cameron Kramer. And on the board, they show the foul going to Natalie Haskell. That is just her first. It is the team's second. South Loop to inbound on the baseline. Brennan to throw it in. Brennan goes to the corner. Open look for Brestol. Yes. Tyra Brestol able to knock it down. South Loop with 8 points in this quarter. 4 2-point field goals as they have heated up offensively. Driving the baseline, Haskell leaves it for Shada. Goes glass, can't finish. Rebound, fought for. Jump ball is the call. And the possession arrow will leave it in the hands of Twin Loup. South Loop 30, Twin Loop 26. We play in the fourth. 4 minutes, 10 seconds left to play in it. Keefe had the inbounds pass intended for her, slapped away, but into the hands of Vincent. She'll launch and bank it in. Oh, my goodness. Carson Vincent banks in her second three of the night, and Twin Loops to within one. Back to the other end, Brennan. She'll drive and kick. Bierman, the open look. It's off, no good. Rebound secured by Haskell, and now Twin Loop has a chance to retake the lead. Lead pass for Shada. Whistle, and a foul going to be called. Is it Kramer? Yes, it is. Number 3 on her. 4th team foul against South Loop. So on the next one, Twin Loop goes into the bonus. Inbounds pass, Shada. Shada cut off by Brennan. Hands it off to Vincent. Vincent trying to go baseline. Oh, nice pass inside to Cooper Keefe. Can't finish, though. Ball tipped around, knocked around, whistle. And a jump ball will be the call. Possession arrow, South Loop. South Loop with the ball, leading by a point. Gracie Brennan will send it ahead to Bierman. Open look for 3. It's off the back iron, no good. Long rebound chased down by Kramer. A fresh 35 for the Bobcats. Starr inside Brestol. Brestol had it knocked away. She'll go to the floor. Everybody goes to the floor. And we're going to get a travel called against South Loop. Turnover Bobcats. Jalen Blackburn coming back into the game. Great to see her back out. She came out for a moment kind of favoring that right ankle, but she's back in now with 3:12 left to go in the fourth. Twin Loop with the ball, down by a point. Lorena Shada will quickly advance it. Shada into the corner. Dumps it inside Blackburn, trying to go around Kramer. Kramer takes it away. Lead pass Brestol off her hands, loose on the floor. They will fight for it, and we got a foul coming. Against who? Brestol, maybe? It is. Tyra Brestol of South Loop picks up the foul. That's the 5th team foul. So here we go. Twin Loop will go to the free throw line. They'll be in the bonus the rest of the way. Carson Vincent, first time she's been to the line tonight. This one would tie it. On its way, yes. And we are tied at 30. 2:57 to go here in the fourth. Second free throw attempt is good. Vincent makes them both, and now Twin Loop has the lead. Ray Hagler at midcourt, picked up by the freshman Haskell. She'll swing it left side to Starr, through her hands, loose, out of bounds. South Loop turns it over. .248 to go in the game. Twin Loop with the ball, and now with the lead. 31-30 in favor of the Wolves. Carson Vincent will cross midcourt, chasing after Bierman. Vincent had it taken away. Bierman rips it away. Great defense by Jade Bierman. Lead pass Kramer, and then she took an extra step and got whistled for the travel. So South Loop able to get a turnover, but then commits the turnover, and Twin Loop has it once again. Haskell guarded tightly by Fitzgerald. Now hands it off to Vincent. Vincent crossover to the elbow. She'll launch it. Back iron, no good. Rebound pulled down by Hagler. Chance for South Loop to retake the lead. Hagler bounces it inside, and not able to hang on to it was Kagan Wattoon. Pass was a little bit out of her reach. Kagan did a good job of trying to get to it, but South Loop turns it over. Nearing 2 minutes left to go in the game. Twin Loop with the ball, leading by a point. Shada to the rim, layup short, no good. Rebound Blackburn, put back, yes. Jalen Blackburn, big offensive rebound and put back. And the lead is 3 now for the Wolves as we go under 2 minutes to play here in the fourth. Hagler Kicks it out to Fitzgerald. She'll dribble to her left. Gets into the lane. Out to Bierman. Now it's Hagler inside Bierman. Bierman trying to go around Schweitzer and able to draw the foul. That is just the third team foul, though, against Twin Loup. For Schweitzer, it is number 2 on her. Hagler to inbound it. South Loup with the ball, but down by 3. Inbounds pass intended for Hagler, deflected out of bounds off the hand of Shada. Ball stays with the Bobcats. Hagler will try to inbound it again. Throws it into Kramer. Now Fitzgerald. Bierman top of the key, off to Hagler. Open look. It's good. Ray Hagler able to knock down the open shot. And Twin Loup leads by just a point. 1:25 to go in the fourth. Shada picked up by Kramer defensively, trying to throw it inside. Pass was intended for Haskell, but it was deflected out of bounds off of South Loup. So now the Wolves will inbound on the baseline. Vincent to throw it in. Carson looking, still looking, now goes to Shada. Shada in the corner, picked up by Hagler. Bounce pass inside to Vincent. She'll turn and shoot. Back iron, no good. Rebound Schweitzer, poked away from behind. Ball loose. Another jump ball is called, and the possession arrow will leave it in the hands of Twin Loup with 1:11 left to go. Twin Loup with the ball, leading by a point. Vincent trying to find someone to throw it into. Finds Blackburn, draws a crowd, loses it going down to the floor, and she'll throw it away. Turnover, Twin Loup. 1:07 left to go in the fourth. And now South Loup has the ball with a chance to retake the lead. Hagler picked up by Haskell. We have 1 minute remaining in regulation. Fitzgerald will dribble to her left. Leave it for Hagler. She'll shoot for the tie. No good. Rebound, Kramer, put back. No good, but she draws the foul and will go to the line. I said Hagler for the tie. It was Hagler for the lead on that shot. Not able to knock it down, but Kramer was there for another offensive rebound. And now Cameron will go to the line. This one could tie it. Foul was on Shada, by the way, her fourth. Free throw from Kramer. It is no good. Missed it. She'll get another chance, though. And now this one would tie it. By the way, that was the fourth team foul against Twin Loup, so both teams in the bonus the rest of regulation. Here is the free throw. It is no good. Missed them both. Rebound, Bierman. Bierman with the offensive board. Bierman in trouble, and she'll draw the foul. And that is team foul number 5 against Twin Loup, meaning Bierman will go to the line now. Foul was on Schweitzer, her third. But more importantly, the team's 5th, which will send Bierman to the line. And now Jade will have an opportunity to tie it up with this free throw attempt. On its way, we're tied. 33 all with just over 46 seconds to play in regulation. Now Bierman trying to give South Loup the lead. On its way, missed it. Got her own rebound. Bierman with the rebound, and now a whistle timeout taken by South Loup. Bierman goes 1 of 2 from the line, made the first, missed the second, got her own rebound, though, and South Loup will have the ball in a tie game. We'll come back to Callaway after these words.
Injured on the field or court, whether it's a torn ligament, muscle strain, shoulder injury, knee injury, or joint pain, Melham's orthopedic specialists are here to help you recover and return to doing what you love. Melham Medical Center provides treatment plans, surgical, and clinical services. Don't let an injury keep you sidelined this sports season. Contact them today and get back to peak performance. Melham Medical Center would like to wish you a Merry Christmas and a joyous New Year. Melham Medical Center, large enough to serve, small enough to care.
And we come back to Callaway High School, game one of our doubleheader. It's been a good one. It has been close throughout. I think the largest lead of the game for anybody has been 5 points. And that was back in the first quarter when Twin Loup led 10-5. But boy, it has been tight throughout. So here we go. We got 44 seconds left to go in regulation on the game clock. South Loup has 33 seconds to work with on the shot clock. South Loup basketball in a tie game. Hagler will inbound it. Throws it in to Kagan Wattoon. Bierman off to Hagler. Open look from 18 feet. It's off. No good. Rebound. Haskell. Haskell will send it off to Shot. About a 3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Tie game at 33. Shada will send it to Haskell. She'll face, dump it inside to Blackburn. Goes around Kramer, takes a shot. Off the mark, no good. Got her own rebound. Put back good with 20 seconds left to go. 2-point lead for Twin Loup. And South Loup will take their final timeout. Jalen Blackburn misses, then gets the rebound, makes the putback, and Twin Loup has the lead at 35-33 as we are in the middle now of a Dairy Queen of Broken Bow timeout. We'll keep it right here. Great to have you along. Brent Apperson with you here in Callaway. Season opener for both Twin Loup and South Loup. This is game one of our doubleheader. Game two is coming up next. Boys game should be really good. Both teams had great seasons a year ago. They met twice a year ago. South Loup won in the regular season. Twin Loup won during the Mid-Nebraska Activities Conference Tournament. Both teams have some key players from last year's teams coming back. We should have another good one coming up for you tonight. But all eyes are on this one. Twin Loup 35, South Loup 33. Bobcats will have the basketball as we get ready to come back to action following the timeout. Again, want to say thanks to all of our sponsors making it possible for us to bring you this exciting game live on KBBN Radio and also with our live video stream. So the shot clock is off. 15.7 seconds remain in regulation. South Loup will have the basketball down by 2. And remember, Twin Loup is over the 5-foul limit. So if they foul, South Loup would go to the line. They'll throw it into Hagler. 14 seconds to go. Hagler will dribble to her right. Sends it back left. Brennan with it. 9 seconds to go. Now Hagler inside Kramer. Kramer out to Brennan in the corner. 4 to go. Hagler will launch. Short, no good. Rebound Brennan. 1 to go. Will they get a shot off? No, they won't. Twin Loup survives and wins. Well, what a way to open the season for our area basketball coverage. A back-and-forth game, and Twin Loup hangs on and wins it on the road. Final score 35-33. We'll come back and take a look at some of the final scoring numbers after these words.
Sargent Irrigation may work across the globe, but their heart is firmly planted in central Nebraska. They know it's the people here, hardworking, dedicated, and full of community pride, that make their success possible. That's why they proudly support both high school and Husker sports broadcasts. Whether you're cheering from the stands or tuning in at home, they're helping bring the excitement right to you. Enjoy the game, brought to you in part by Sargent Irrigation in Broken Bow.
Medicare annual enrollment is now through December 7th. Hi, this is Liana with Nebraska Owners Insurance Agency. It's time to review your Medicare coverage, and that includes your Medicare Supplement or Advantage Plan, Part D prescription plan, and even your vision and dental coverage. There are always changes to plan options, networks, and prescription formularies, so it's very important to review your coverage annually. Lori Leeper and I are here to help you in Callaway, Broken Bow, and the surrounding area. Give us a call to schedule your appointment today. 308-836-2201.
Taylor Heating and Cooling, based in Broken Bow, provides professional heating and cooling services for both homes and businesses. Their team handles repairs, installations, annual maintenance, new construction, ductwork remodels, and exhaust ventilation with reliability and expertise. Call 308-872-6196 or visit TaylorHeatingandCoolingBB.com and schedule an appointment today. Great athletes play with grit, heart, and integrity. At Palmer Monument in Broken Bow, those same qualities guide everything they do. Just as athletes push through the challenges to reach victory, Palmer Monument's team works with dedication to design meaningful, lasting memorials for your loved ones, crafted with pride and built to stand the test of time. They're committed to honoring every life with care and respect. Palmer Monument, designed with pride, sold with integrity, and always giving their very best, just like the athletes.
Off-road riders have been waiting for the right time, the right season, the right price. Well, now is that time. Aglen ATV is fully stocked with Polaris models that are built to go and priced to move. Aglen's great pricing with no extra fees, rebates from Polaris, great financing options, special discounts for ag customers. Now is the time to buy at Aglen ATV in Broken Bow.
Always wear a helmet, never drink and ride.
Rod's Body and Paint delivers top quality collision and paint services from their shop on the curve west of Broken Bow. Whether it's auto glass repair, dent and ding removal, or full collision restoration, their licensed and certified team offers free estimates, affordable pricing, and a lifetime paint warranty that you can trust. With decades of experience under their belt, they stand behind their work and their promise of satisfaction. Call 308-872-5346 today and talk to Rod's Body and Paint in Broken Bow.
And we come back to Callaway High School. We have just completed a thrilling girls game to start things off for us here tonight, as Twin Loup is able to win it 35-33. It was tight throughout. Largest lead of the game, I believe, was just 5 points. In the second half, it was just back and forth, but Twin Loup able to win it in the end, 35-33. As we take a look at the scoring numbers now, we'll look first at South Loup. Tyra Bresto finishes with 2 points. Aaron Fitzgerald with 1. Cameron Kramer with 3. Ray Hagler finishes with 7. It was Jade Bierman with 9 points. That led the way for South Loup. Asa Starr with 3. Nelcha Reif with an early 3. She finished with 3 in the game. Emma Stahlbaumer with 3. And Kagan Wattoon off the bench with 2 points for South Loup. Meanwhile, for Twin Loup, they were led by 2 players in double figures. Jalen Blackburn had 10 points. And also finishing with 10 for Twin Loup was Carson Vincent. Rest of the scoring for Twin Loup, Natalie Haskell off the bench with 4 points. Ella Schweitzer finishes with 4. Kinley Keefe had 3. Lorena Shada with 3. And Cooper Keefe 1 point in the game, as Twin Loup wins it in a thriller, 35-33, as Twin Loup wins their season opener. All right, we're getting ready for the boys' half of our doubleheader. Both teams on the court taking their warm-ups. We'll transition into coverage of that game after these words on KBBN Radio.
Pickup truck, sports car, motorcycle, minivan, townhouse, 2-story, farmhouse, fixer-upper. What you drive and where you live is different for everyone, so it's important to have insurance that fits your needs and is just right for you. At Shelter Insurance, we understand that, which is why our agents help you design a comprehensive auto, home, and life insurance plan. Insurance that fits just right.
Ask Brent Custer about Shelter's auto, home, and life options.
Broken Bow Dental is proud to cheer on the area student athletes. At their location on Highway 2 in Broken Bow, their state-of-the-art clinic blends cutting-edge dental care with a warm, personalized approach, because a confident smile supports success in and out of the game. From routine family dentistry to emergency treatment, they have you covered. Call 308-767-2002 to schedule an appointment at Broken Bow Dental. Be brilliant. Be bold.
Central Nebraska Diesel, your full-service Renke dealer, wishes all of the area student athletes and the Huskers a winning season. With Renke, you are always the winner. Call Central Nebraska Diesel to find out how a new Renke irrigation system can help score more points in your farming operation. Best of luck to all of the area student athletes, and go Big Red in competition and in the classroom. From Central Nebraska Diesel, your local irrigation experts.
And Now we come back to Callaway, Nebraska as we transition now to coverage of the boys' half of our doubleheader tonight, season opener for Twin Loup and South Loup. Our radio coverage tonight being brought to you by Twin Loup Boosters, Agribest Feeds, Callaway District Hospital with Arnold and Callaway Medical Clinics, South Loup Community Pharmacy, Central Nebraska Electric, Rocks Underground, and A1 Auto Repair. Also being brought to you by our sports plan sponsors for the year on KBBN Radio. Also, we are live with this game on our live video stream, accompanied by the radio call. You can watch the video tonight by going to sandhillsexpress.com or go directly to the Sandhills Express Facebook page and YouTube channel. Our video stream tonight being brought to you by Callaway Market, BD, Grocery Cart, Nebraska State Bank, Agland ATV, Palmer Monument, Insurance of the Heartland, H&R Block, Culligan, Meat Lumber of Broken Bow, Callaway District Hospital with the Arnold and Callaway Medical Clinics, Lyons Appliance, and the Garden Center. It's South Loup and Twin Loup next on Central Nebraska's Sports Source.
This broadcast of the Twin Loup Wolves is brought to you by the Twin Loup Boosters, including Speltz Lumber Company, Stars Wildlife Inn, Taylor Storage, TCH Seeds, Team Physical Therapy PC, The Rescue Bar and Grill, Treptow Cattle Company, Trotter Grain and Fertilizer, Trotter's Blow and Go, Union Bank and Trust, Upstream Ranch, Valley County Health System, and Wagner Bunkhouse and Cabins. Enjoy the broadcast brought to you in part by the Twin Loup Boosters. Simply put, Agribest Feeds in Callaway has the ranching supplies you need and are looking for. Like Sweet Pro Tubs with probiotin that helps cattle perform better while consuming up to 25% less forage. They also have Redmond Mineral Salt, Aeroquip chutes, and portable tub alley systems, plus vet supplies, pet and poultry feed, and dry shod boots. Sometimes the ATV or UTV is the way you want to go. They have drive-through gates ideal for the farm, ranch, hunting, lease, and more. For fencing, barbed wire, posts, and more, visit Agribest Feeds behind the Community Center in Callaway.
The Callaway District Hospital, along with the Arnold and Callaway Medical Clinics, are proud of the South Loup Bobcats. New patients are always welcome. They understand that healthcare is evolving and are committed to providing local access to high-quality care by continuing to invest in the latest diagnostic and treatment technology. Their specialty is primary care. Callaway District Hospital and the Arnold and Callaway Medical Clinics cheering on the South Loup Bobcats.
The staff at South Loup Pharmacy in Callaway is proud to be a sponsor of this sports broadcast. They support all the area athletes and are pleased to be a part of the South Loup Bobcat community. Their pharmacy provides knowledge on what is best for you and your family members. Stop in and talk to them today. South Loup Pharmacy in Callaway, knowing you by name, not just a refill number.
Central Nebraska Electric in Ansley is a proud supporter of this broadcast and area high school sports action. Playing hard throughout the season takes a lot of work, and Todd salutes that dedication. Any electrical work you need done right the first time deserves a free estimate from Central Nebraska Electric. Call them at 750-6458. That's Central Nebraska Electric in Ansley, sponsoring this broadcast and wishing area teams good luck this season.
Rocks Underground serves Central Nebraska with expertise in water and irrigation services. Need some help? Call Rocky Dockweiler at 870-3457. Rocky salutes the student athletes of the area and all the hard work they put in each and every season and is very proud of the young men and women that live in Central Nebraska. Enjoy this broadcast, brought to you in part by Rocky Dockweiler with Rocks Underground in Oconto.
A1 Auto Repair in Arnold is proud to support our local student athletes and help bring you the action when you can't be there in person. When it comes to fixing cars, the bearded guys at A1 they're kind of like mechanical wizards, just with wrenches instead of magic wands. Trust them. You'd much rather they have a wrench than a magic wand. They'll have your car running smoothly and get you back on the road in no time. Stop by 110 East 7th Avenue in Arnold. Call 308-848-2542 or click A1AutoRepairInc.com.
Eggleston Oil keeps the Oconto community on the go with full service at the gas pumps. They treat every customer with a smile and often some lively conversation. Their shop provides automotive repairs as well as tire service. Eggleston Oil keeps the local farms moving with fast, reliable, on-the-farm fuel delivery. They also help with a variety of local fundraisers too. Supporting radio coverage of high school sports is yet another way they show that all-important community involvement at Eggleston Oil of Oconto.
Now we come back to Callaway, Nebraska, getting ready for the tip-off now of our boys game tonight. Twin Loup and South Loup, again, the season opener for both teams. Both teams will be in action again tomorrow night. South Loup will go on the road and take on Amherst, while Twin Loup will go up against Sand Hills Thetford tomorrow. Again, the season opening game for both as we kind of set up the matchup for South Loup. They competed in C2 last year. They'll be in D1 this year. Really was a great season. I mean, they finished at 18-5, but got put in a very competitive sub-district where they lost to Sutton in sub-districts a year ago. Key members of last year's team return, and you certainly get the feel that these two teams tonight will be two teams that will be in the mix once we get to MNAC tournament time later in the season. Meanwhile, you look at Twin Loup, a great season for them. They finished 15-7. They won the MNAC tournament championship last season. These two teams played twice last year. Last year they played in the season opener. South Loup won that, but then Twin Loup won in the rematch when they went up against each other in the MNAC tournament a year ago. You look at Twin Loup, they're preseason ranked number 9 in Class D1 by the Lincoln Journal-Star. They, like South Loup, have some key pieces coming back from last year's team, most notably Yaya Harris, who had a breakout season as a freshman, averaging close to 19 points per game for the Wolves last season. Meanwhile, you look at South Loup, some of the players they have coming back. Dylan Pandorf is back, Connor Paulson, and Crew Wattoon is back to anchor the post. Boy, you look at it on paper, this should be a lot of fun. Can't wait for it. It'll be Twin Loup and South Loup coming up on Central Nebraska's Sports Source.
Brr, the chilly season is here. No need to be wearing a stocking hat inside. Talk to them at Mead Lumber in Broken Bow and get your home's insulation upgraded. Not only will you keep the cold outside in the winter, you'll also have a more efficient, clean, and healthy home. At Mead Lumber, they do their very best to accommodate you with information on your project. Check out the awesome resources they offer at meadlumber.com as well. Mead Lumber in Broken Bow. Visit them today on East Highway 2.
Life's better when you're under our roof because we can help you choose insurance to help protect what matters most. Life insurance from American Family Life Insurance Company can help financially protect your loved ones by replacing a portion of your income if you were to pass away. That means your family could have the help they need to continue to pursue their dreams. Contact Justin at the Justin Thompson Agency at 872-5252 today.
American Family Insurance.
Products not available in all states. American Family Life Insurance Company, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
At Team Physical Therapy, they know staying in the game is your top priority. With locations in Broken Bow, Burwell, Callaway, and Gothenburg, they're proud to support local athletes with expert care and personalized rehab. Reach them at 872-5111. Whether you're recovering from an injury or working to improve your performance, their team is dedicated to helping you get back stronger and faster. Reach out to Team Physical Therapy at 872-5111 or visit myteampt.com. Enjoy the broadcast brought to you by Team Physical Therapy.
This week at Geared for Sports, their gift is a sweet treat. Draw a candy cane to see what savings you'll get. Between 15 and 30% off. You'll find a great variety of fanwear, sportswear, and sports equipment, only excluding GCI chairs. Geared for Sports is open Monday to Friday 10 to 6, Saturday 10 to 4, and now on Sundays noon to 4 through Christmas. Visit them to pick a candy cane and save this week. Geared for Sports, west side of the square in Broken Bow.
Thinking about a remodel or planning a new build this year? Now's the time to get your projects on the schedule with Duda Plumbing. Scott and Colton handle full remodel plumbing, new construction installs, and professional sewer video inspections to spot issues before they become surprises. They serve Broken Bow and surrounding communities with dependable, detail-driven service, plus septic plumbing when needed. Don't wait until everyone's booked. Call Duda Plumbing today, where they do the plumbing.
Attention Nebraska farmers. At Custer Federal State Bank, we know that agriculture is more than a job, it's a way of life. That's why we're proud to offer agricultural loans tailored to your needs. Whether you're looking to expand your operations, purchase new equipment, or manage daily expenses, our experienced team is here to help. With competitive rates, personalized service, we're your partners in growth. Visit Custer Federal State Bank today, where your future grows. Custer Federal State Bank, rooted in Nebraska, growing with you. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Year-end savings are at Gateway Motors, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram in Broken Bow. Like a new 2025 Jeep Grand Cherokee L, up to $6,500 off MSRP. New 2026 Chrysler Pacificas, up to $8,500 off MSRP. New 2026 Dodge Durangos, up to $6,000 off MSRP. And for year-end truck buyers, select remaining new 2025 Ram 2500 and 3500 heavy-duty pickups are now up to $11,000 off MSRP. While inventory lasts, Gateway Motors, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram in Broken Bow. Shop anytime at GatewayMotors.com. Gateway Motors, where the deal is always worth the drive.
The Grocery Cart is happy to sponsor this sports broadcast. Inside GK Wine and Spirits, the key word for us is variety. We have a large selection of Nebraska-made beers and a bunch of seltzer choices too. There's a wine that will pair well with any meal. Our shelves are full with everything from sweet to dry. Did I mention awesome prices? For your good time or to wind down your day, shop GK Wine and Spirits inside the Grocery Cart in Broken Bow.
Well, as we get ready to tip it off here in the boys' half of our doubleheader, let's take a moment and look at some other area girls scores that are being reported at this time. Of course, earlier tonight here in Callaway, a thriller between Twin Loup and South Loup. Twin Loup wins it 35-33. It was tied at 33. Jalen Blackburn off an offensive rebound of her own miss, able to make what turned out to be the game-winning shot as Twin Loup wins it 35-33 here tonight. Some other area girls scores. Broken Bow on the road tonight, taking on preseason top 10 ranked Holdridge in Class C1. At last report, looks like Holdridge is going to win it. It was showing 1 minute left to go in the game. Holdridge 53, Broken Bow 42. As we look at some other D2 scores involving area teams, SEM able to pick up the win. SEM defeats Wilcox-Hildreth 53-29. Boy, tough matchup tonight for Mullen. Mullen is on the road. Of course, Mullen, Class D2, taking on top 10 ranked in C1, Ogallala. And Ogallala winning big as they get ready to start the fourth quarter there. As we, take a look at, kind of scroll through here. I think those are about the only area scores that are being posted at this time in Class D2. We'll go to Class D1, see if there's anything that's popping up there that is area related. Ansley Litchfield picks up the win tonight. They defeat Highline 48-14. It was North Central winning over Burwell earlier tonight. Again, this is girls action, 56-37. Last report, start of the third period, it was Pleasanton leading big over Arcadia Loop City 40-12. And those are some of the scores that are being reported at this time involving some of the teams in girls basketball within our KCNI KBBN coverage area. All right, time to put the focus on the Bobcats and the Wolves. Boys' half of our doubleheader is coming up next on Central Nebraska's Sports Source.
When the big game day arrives, you need a vehicle you can count on. Trotter Service has you covered. Offering full-service auto repair, tire sales, oil changes, and more, Trotter Service is your trusted hometown shop for reliable vehicle care. Whether you're heading to the game or driving every day, their expert team keeps your ride running strong. Schedule an appointment at trotterstirepros.com or call 872-6801. Your hometown automotive repair and tire store, Trotter Service.
Configuring the Bluetooth, deciding who controls the music, remembering where you parked. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with an auto owner's insurance independent agent, getting the right coverage for your vehicle doesn't have to be one of them. So you can get back to more important things, like remembering if you're on the third or fourth level of the parking garage. That's simple human sense.
Hi, this is Nate Bell with High Street Insurance and Financial Services in Broken Bow. See us online at hsip.com. See possible.
Cattle producers, Arrow Seed is your one-stop shop for power fencing needs. Arrow Seed has all the supplies, including high tensile wire, posts, insulators, and energizers to build or replace a solar, electric, or battery-operated system. They offer products from Gallagher, the most practical, affordable, and dependable range of animal management systems on the market. Should anything ever go wrong with your Gallagher Energizer, you won't have to send it off somewhere to be repaired. Most often it can be repaired right at Arrow Seed. Get your Gallagher power fence and supplies from Arrow Seed on North 10th Avenue, Broken Bow.
Good tidings we bring to you and your kin. We wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.
This is Stuart Fox of Nebraska State Bank. We'd like to sincerely thank our customers for their support and business this past year. We look forward to serving you and Custer County for many years to come. From the NSB family to yours, we hope you have a Merry Christmas and a prosperous New Year. Nebraska State Bank and Trust Company, member FDIC.
Supporting our student athletes, Melham Medical Center stands by you every step of the way. They offer local access to wellness and care, from emergency and inpatient services to the specialty clinic, offering top providers in orthopedics, cardiology, neurological care, and radiology. With a focus on inspiring healthy living through quality care, Melham is proud to back our hometown teams. Visit them at melham.org or call them at 308-872-4100. Melham Medical Center in Broken Bow.
From fields in Nebraska to projects around the world, Sargent Irrigation's roots run deep in the heartland. They believe in hard work, strong teams, and supporting the communities they serve. That's why they're proud to help deliver every thrilling moment of high school and Husker sports right to your radio. Even if you can't be there in person, you won't miss a play. This broadcast is made possible in part by Sargent Irrigation in Broken Bow, where hometown pride goes the distance.
And we come back to Callaway High School. They're introducing the starting lineups at this time, so let's introduce them to you as well. Let's go with Twin Loup first. The visiting Wolves will start like this. Yaya Harris, an outstanding freshman here a year ago. He is a 6'2 sophomore. Carter Hall, 6'2 junior. Jackson Hall, 6'3 junior. Henry Sortum, 6'4 senior. And Mace Barron, a 6'2 senior, starters for Twin Loup. For South Loup, they'll counter with Tyson Shacker, 5'9 sophomore, Dylan Pandorf, 6'3 senior, Connor Paulson, 5'9 senior, Malachi Neth, 6'3 junior, and Crew Wattoon, a 6'3 senior. They're in the center circle, and the tip controlled by Twin Loup as we are underway with our final game of the night. Yaya, pull up three, got it. Wow, it didn't take long for Yaya Harris to get in the scorebook. Quickly back the other way. South Loup, they find Pandorf, blocked from behind by Harris. Pandorf able to get it back. Dylan looks inside, skips it across to Paulson. Paulson drives, goes around Jackson Hall, has the ball deflected out of bounds, and the ball stays with South Loup. Well, you get the feel in the first 24 seconds. This thing could be up and down. Here we go. South Loup with the basketball. Pandorf will lob it for Wattoon. It actually went up on the rim and then ends up in the hands of Harris. Yaya will push it. Leaves it for Carter Hall, who lays it up and in. Give the assist to Harris. Carter with the bucket. 5-0. Twin Loup just underway. Boys half of our doubleheader. Shacker trying to send it ahead, but Harris able to deflect it out of bounds, and South Loup will be forced to inbound. Dylan Pandorf to throw it in. Pandorf looking, goes in the backcourt to Paulson. Paulson will be picked up by Harris as Twin Loup will match up man-to-man defensively. Wattoon handles it. Wattoon will send it outside to Pandorf. He'll look to drive, leaves it in the corner for Paulson. Paulson guarded tightly by Carter Hall. 12 seconds on the shot clock for the Bobcats. Pandorf crossover, gets into the lane, 7 on the shot clock. He'll leave it for Malachi Neth, finds Wattoon. Wattoon will drive and shoot. Had it partially blocked by Harris, but able to grab it on the offensive rebound and put it in was Malachi Neth. South Loup on the board. Harris will swing it across to Carter Hall. They go inside to Mace Barron, taken away by the Bobcats. Wattoon will send it ahead to Paulson. Paulson across midcourt, leaves it for Wattoon. Wattoon cut off at the elbow to Shacker, and then he throws it away. He was looking for Pandorf on the cut, but Pandorf got caught up in traffic and was not there to receive the pass. Twin Loup basketball. South Loup will back off defensively and pick up the defense in the half court. 6:14 to go, opening quarter. Twin Loup with the early 5-2 lead. Carter Hall throws it inside, intended for Jackson, but it was deflected out of bounds. Last touch by South Loup. Jackson Hall to throw it in. Jackson looking, still looking, finds Harris. Pull up three. It's off the back iron, no good. They fight for the rebound. Offensive board, Jackson Hall. Mace Barron will launch it from deep. It's off, no good. Another offensive board for Hall. Jackson will find Harris. Another three on the way. This one is no good. Rebound, put back try by Sordom off the mark. And the rebound finally pulled down by South Loup. Pandorf to Shacker. Shacker again looking for a player on the cut who got caught up in traffic. That was Paulson trying to cut inside. But again, he got bumped off his path. And South Loup throws it away. Now Carter Hall at the other end. He'll drive and shoot. No good. Malachi Neth battling for the rebound. Able to secure it. Outlet pass to Shacker. And now Paulson handles it with 5:20 to go here in the first. Twin Loup 5, South Loup 2. Opening quarter in the boys' half of our doubleheader. Paulson looks for Wattoon on the cut. Not available. Skips it across to Neth. Open look. Banks it in and scores. Wow, what a start for Malachi Neth, the 6'3 junior. He's got all four of South Loup's points. Bobcats to within one. Jackson Hall at the elbow, leaves it for Barron. Open look, rims out, no good. Rebound secured by Wattoon. Chance for South Loup to take their first lead of the game. Wattoon drives by Harris, gets to the rim, puts it up in traffic, can't finish. Rebound pulled down by Sordom of Twin Loup. Now it's Carter Hall. Pull up three. Short. No good. Rebound off the legs and hands of Malachi Neth. The ball will stay with Twin Loup. Substitution for South Loup. Elijah Kuhl will come in. Shacker will come out. Twin Loup with the ball as they inbound. They'll toss it into Harris. Yaya will go outside to Carter. Back to Yaya. Pull up three. Got it. Harris with his second from downtown. He's got 6 of the 8 for Twin Loup. Wolves up by 4 as we near the 4-minute mark here in the first. Paulson off to Pandorf to Kuhl on the wing. Elijah looks in, guarded by Carter Hall. Puts it on the floor now, does Kuhl. Sends it off to Pandorf. Pandorf runs into Barron, keeps the dribble alive though. Turnaround jumper, good. Man, what a tough shot by Dylan Pandorf. And South Loup back to within 2. Jackson Hall to Harris, and now Carter Hall in the corner. Carter back to Jackson. Quickly off to Lukeman Harris, who's into the game now. Back to Carter Hall. Corner three. Short, no good. Saved by Jackson Hall. Ball loose on the floor. Picked up by Harris. A fresh 35 for Twin Loup. Jackson will launch it from deep. No good. Offensive rebound Barron, but could not secure it. No, they're going to say it was knocked out of bounds. Last touch by South Loup. Boy, Twin Loup really crashing the offensive glass hard here in this opening quarter. Twin Loup with the ball, leading by 2. They'll throw it into Carter Hall. He'll drive and kick. Harris open three. It's off this time. No good. Jackson Hall, another offensive rebound for Twin Loup. Off to Lukeman Harris. Lukeman trying to drive on Kuhl. Gets to the rim. Had it blocked and taken away by Wattoon. South Loup ball. And now a collision in the backcourt. Foul going to be on Lukeman Harris. Great to see Lukeman out there. He was banged up a little bit during the football season. Nice to see him out on the court for the season opener here in the 2025-26 basketball season. 3:18 left to go in the first. Twin Loup 8, South Loup 6. Wattoon to throw it in from the side. Enters it into Paulson. Picked up by Harris in the backcourt. Paulson able to cross half court with the bounce. And now sends it off to Pandorf. Pandorf picked up by Jackson Hall. Off to Wattoon now. He'll be matched up with Lukeman Harris. Now Pandorf again, top of the key, looking to drive. Coming out to stop it. Henry Sordom on the defensive switch. They'll lob it inside to Neth. Malachi in traffic. Reverse layup, good. Malachi Neth with 6 of the 8 for South Loup, and we are tied. Lukeman Harris lobs it over to Yaya. He will drive and kick. Lukeman now looking to drive into the corner. Sends it out to Sortum for the three. No good. Jackson Hall trying to save it, but throws it into the hands of Paulson. South Loop looking to run again. Paulson, crossover into the lane, bounces it to Pandorf. Oh, blocked and taken away from behind by Lukeman Harris. What an athletic play. Twin Loop basketball tied at 8 with 2:19 to go in the first. Jackson Hall open look for three. Got it. Jackson Hall from downtown. Well, you can tell right away that Twin Loop is not afraid to shoot the three. That is their third of this quarter. South Loop basketball. Elijah Kuhl will send it off to Wattoon. Now Paulson trying to answer from deep. It's off, no good. Up high for the rebound, Yaya. Yaya Harris quickly into the forecourt lob for Lukeman. He'll put it up. Not able to finish. Rebound Malachi Neff. Neff in traffic trying to get it out of there, and now we got a whistle. South Loop's going to call a timeout. 1:43 to go here in the first. Twin Loop leading at 11-8. All of our timeouts tonight will be brought to you by Dairy Queen of Broken Bow. A perfect time to plan your next trip to Dairy Queen of Broken Bow to try a delicious blizzard for the season. Traditional sundaes, cones, and shakes, or hot burgers, chicken strips, fries, cheese curds, and more. Visit them on West Highway 2 in Broken Bow.
Medicare annual enrollment is now through December 7th. Hi, this is Liana with Nebraska Owners Insurance Agency. It's time to review your Medicare coverage, and that includes your Medicare Supplement or Advantage plan, Part D prescription plan, and even your vision and dental coverage. There are always changes to plan options, networks, and prescription formularies, so it's very important to review your coverage annually. Lori Leeper and I are here to help you in Callaway, Broken Bow, and the surrounding area. Give us a call to schedule your appointment today. 308-836-2201.
Out of the timeout, South Loop to inbound it. Inbounds pass comes to Elijah Kuhl ahead to Paulson. Back to Elijah as he'll bring it across midcourt. Kuhl going to challenge, dumps it off inside of Malachi Neff. Can't finish this time, but the offensive rebound to Elijah Kuhl. I thought that hit the rim, but they didn't reset the shot clock. Paulson will drive in, and he's going to draw the foul. We'll see who the foul is on as Paulson will get ready to go to the line, and the foul will be whistled against Henry Sortum, his first. Second team foul against Twin Loop. Paulson's first free throw attempt rims out, no good. 1:23 to go in the first. Twin Loop leading 11-8. Twin Loop has made 3 from beyond the arc. Harris with 2 threes. Jackson Hall with a 3. The other 2 for the Wolves have come from Carter Hall. Paulson's second attempt is good, made 1 of 2. Leading the way for South Loop, Malachi Neff with 6. Paulson reaching in, knocking the ball away. Pandorf goes to the floor after it. And then reaching over to tie things up was Yaya Harris. So we're going to get a jump ball, and the possession arrow will leave it in the hands of South Loop. 1:17 left to go in the quarter. South Loop with the ball, down by 2. They'll throw it into Wattoon. Wattoon will pass it off to Paulson. Connor directing traffic, now puts it in motion. Kuhl handles deep on the wing, throws it into Pandorf, can't handle the pass. And who's it off of? They're going to say Yaya was the last one to touch it. Ball stays with South Loop. 21 on the shot clock as Paulson gets ready to trigger it in. Just over a minute to play here in the first. Wattoon off to Kuhl. Now it's Pandorf. They'll lob it for Wattoon. Catches in traffic and draws the foul. A lot of people were there. We'll see who they charge the foul to. They're going to get Henry Sortum for it, and that is his second, team's third. As Wattoon will go to the line with just under a minute to play here in the first. Wattoon's first is good. Now this one would tie it. Sortum will come out. Jackson Hall re-enters. So for Twin Loop now, Yaya and Lukeman Harris, Carter and Jackson Hall, and Mace Barron on the floor. Wattoon's second, good, made them both. Now substitution for South Loup as Shacker's going to come back into the game. Also in now for South Loup, checking in Caleb Furrow. Lukeman Harris lobs it ahead to Yaya. Cut off on the baseline by Wattoon. Sends it out high to Barron. Cut off at the elbow. Back to Yaya for a three. It's off. No good. Offensive rebound chased down by Carter Hall. Over to Barron now. Tries to throw it inside, but intercepted by Furrow. Now South Loup on the run. Paulson. Oh, ball fake to the rim and taken away in midair by Lukeman Harris. Now Lukeman looking to bring it back the other way. Pass ahead to Barron. Leaves it for Yaya, who goes glass and scores. South Loup basketball, 20 seconds to go here in the quarter. Twin Loup 13, South Loup 11. Paulson into the forecourt. Connor crossover into the lane, and he'll draw the foul. Barron was in the vicinity, and it looks like Mace is going to get whistled for the foul. First one on him. Fourth team foul for Twin Loup, but there's only 11.7 seconds remaining in the quarter. Paulson to throw it in underneath the South Loup basket. Bounce pass Wattoon, and a late whistle. They're going to get, I think, maybe Yaya for a reach-in foul. Let's see who they call the foul out. Now they're going to get Jackson Hall for it instead. That's the first one on him. Fifth team foul, so that's going to send Wattoon to the line to shoot two. The first is good. Boy, I tell you what, the gym just goes quiet as Wattoon gets ready to shoot the free throw. On its way, short this time, no good. Able to take the rebound, Barron. Twin Loup by a point with 6 seconds to go in the quarter. Yaya over to Lukeman, pull up three, got it! Lukeman Harris with a three, the fourth from downtown for Twin Loup in the quarter. We played one here in Callaway. Your score, Twin Loup 16, South Loup 12.
Taylor Heating and Cooling, based in Broken Bow, provides professional heating and cooling services for both homes and businesses. Their team handles repairs, installations, annual maintenance, new construction, ductwork remodels, and exhaust ventilation with reliability and expertise. Call 308-872-6196 or visit TaylorHeatingandCoolingBB.com. Schedule an appointment today. Great athletes play with grit, heart, and integrity. At Palmer Monument in Broken Bow, those same qualities guide everything they do. Just as athletes push through the challenges to reach victory, Palmer Monument's team works with dedication to design meaningful, lasting memorials for your loved ones. Crafted with pride and built to stand the test of time. They're committed to honoring every life with care and respect. Palmer Monument, designed with pride, sold with integrity, and always giving their very best, just like the athletes.
Getting ready for the start of the second quarter. Twin Loup with the lead, and they've done it with the three-point shot. They've knocked down 4 of them from beyond the arc. Yaya Harris with 2 threes, Lukeman Harris with a 3, and Jackson Hall hitting from downtown. As Twin Loup leads at 16-12, and they'll open with the basketball as we start playing the second 8 minutes. Inbounds pass comes to Carter Hall. Carter back over to Yaya. Now Jackson in the corner. Skip pass over to Carter Hall. Open for a 3. It's good. Boy, again, the three-point shot for Twin Loup. Hall knocks that one down. That was Carter this time, and it's a 7-point lead for Twin Loup. Harris going for a steal in the backcourt. He does. Picks the pocket of Pandorf. Leaves it for Jackson Hall, who lays it up and in. First 5 of the quarter have went the way of Twin Loup. And now a whistle in the backcourt as South Loup tries to inbound it. And we're going to get a foul whistled against Twin Loup's Yaya Harris. That'll be his first. Man, just like that, a 9-point lead now for Twin Loup. As Wattoon handles the inbounds pass off to Pandorf. Dillon spins away from Harris. Skips it over to Paulson. Open for a 3. Rims out. No good. Rebound Yaya. Opening minute of the second quarter. Twin Loup has come out strong in this second 8-minute period. Yaya 3. It's off. No good. Rebound fought for. And we're going to get a loose ball foul, I think, against South Loup. Foul's going to be on Pandorf. Dillon gets whistled for the personal. That is his first. As Twin Loup will inbound it from the baseline. Jackson Hall to throw it in. Finds Carter open from the corner. Rims off, no good. Rebound Crew Wattoon. Wattoon ahead to Paulson. Paulson surveys the situation. Finds Shacker in the corner. Now back to Connor. Over to Pandorf. They'll swing it left side over to Wattoon. Off to Malachi Neth now. Handoff Pandorf. Picked up by Barron on the defensive switch. Pandorf will give it up to Wattoon. 15 on the shot clock, and Wattoon throws it away. Steal, Carter Hall. Pass deflected. Wattoon takes it right back. Shacker over to Paulson. Open look for three. It's no good. Rebound fought for, and coming out of there with it, Jackson Hall. Off to Barron. Mace will send it ahead on the diagonal pass to Carter Hall, who gets to the rim and scores. Carter Hall, just like that, with 7 in the game, 5 of those in this second period. And it's a double-digit lead all of a sudden for Twin Loup as Pandorf able to draw the foul at midcourt. Twin Loup, a 7-0 run to start things here in the second. And they now lead 23-12. And you just kind of get the feel that late three right at the end of the opening quarter by Lukeman Harris really kind of sparked this run for Twin Loup as they've started strong here in the quarter. Shacker will leave it for Wattoon, trying to go down the lane. Pull-up jumper off the iron, no good. Rebound Mace Barron. 2 minutes played here in the second. Lead pass Yaya. Harris goes around the defender, throws it up short, no good. Got his own rebound, put back good. Yaya in double figures with 10 and a timeout, South Loup. A Dairy Queen of Broken Bow timeout on the floor. 5:53 to go in the second. Twin Loup 25, South Loup 12.
For those who give their all in competition and beyond, Agland ATV is proud to bring you this broadcast. From durable ATVs to UTVs and parts, Agland ATV in Broken Bow offers the quality and service local athletes and families trust. Whether you're hitting the trails or working hard on the farm with your Polaris machine, they have what you need to do it right. Agland ATV is proud to support this broadcast of high school sports, and they hope to see you soon.
And we come back to Callaway. Boy, 9-0 run to start the second quarter for Twin Loup as the Wolves lead it by a score of 25-12. This sports broadcast is being brought to you in part by Fort County Heating and Air. Owners Brian and Austin serve the area with more than 20 years of combined experience in the industry. Call for a free estimate and timely service. Fort County Heating and Air in Broken Bow. Call 872-2258. Lukeman Harris checking back in for the Wolves as we get ready to come back to action after the timeout. So for Twin Loup now, Yaya and Lukeman Harris, Mace Barron, Henry Sordom is back into the game, and Carter Hall rounds out the 5 on the floor for Twin Loup. Dylan Pandorf to throw it in. Finds Paulson with it. South Loop's got to bring it the length of the floor. Paulson drives by Yaya, gets it into the forecourt. Now we work 5-on-5. Dylan Pandorf picked up by Lukeman Harris. Finds Malachi Neth in the post. Off to Wattoon, and now Shacker in the corner to Pandorf. Dillon throws it inside to Wattoon. Wattoon cut off. Back to Dillon. Open three. Got it. Boy, that was a huge shot for South Loup. Pandorf from deep. First 3 made by South Loup tonight. Yaya throws it in the corner to Carter Hall. Tried for Lukeman Harris on the lob, but it went off the side of the backboard. Loose ball picked up by Yaya. He'll try to throw it inside. Pass deflected out of bounds. Last touched by South Loup. Twin Loup to inbound it. Carter will throw it in. Carter throws it out high to Yaya. Yaya Harris off to Lukeman. South Loup has switched off to a 2-3 zone now defensively. Yaya pull up 3. It's off, no good. Rebound Dylan Pandorf. Chance for South Loup to get this back to single digits. The lob for Malachi Neth just couldn't quite squeeze it off his hands out of bounds. Turnover South Loup. Elijah Kuhl coming back in for South Loup. Shacker will come out. And South Loup will pick up the defense in the half court. Lukeman Harris swings it left side to Carter Hall. Carter bounces it to the high post. Now Yaya in the corner. Yaya double team, kick out Carter Hall, drives by the defender, throws up the shot, no good, but draws the foul. See who they get it on. Wattoon was in the vicinity, and it is going to be Crew Wattoon who picks up the foul. Just the first on Crew. Second team foul whistled against South Loup. Carter Hall, free throw, good. Boy, Carter has had a solid first half. Now 8 in the game for Carter Hall. Second free throw coming. This to put Twin Loup back up by an even dozen. Free throw good, made them both. Twin Loup 27, South Loup 15. 4:36 to go. Second quarter steal. Carter Hall to Lukeman Harris. Layup good. Lukeman Harris, the recipient of the beautiful defensive play by Carter Hall. Lead is 14 now for Twin Loup. Paulson in trouble in the backcourt. Turns it over. Here's Yaya. Goes up and can't finish. But they are going, I believe, to call a foul on the shot attempt by Yaya. And it looks like it's going to go against Dylan Pandorf. Pandorf picks up his second. Foul called in the act of shooting, so Yaya will go to the line to shoot two. First one, no good, missed it. Twin Loup going to their bench. We'll see Cooper Bush, 5'10 sophomore for the first time, as Carter Hall will come out. Dylan Pandorf replaced as well, as he'll come out. Furrow back in for South Loup. Harris makes the second of two, so he goes 1 of 2 from the line. Largest lead of the night now for Twin Loup at 15. Crew Wattoon being pressured in the backcourt. Pass ahead to Furrow. Wraps it around to Elijah Kuhl. Kuhl cut off by Lukeman Harris. Sends it out to Paulson. And we work 5-on-5 in the half court. 18 on the shot clock. Here's Wattoon. Wattoon throws it inside to Neth at the elbow. Out to Furrow. Back into Neth. Neth spins, kicks it out. Under 10 on the shot clock. Wattoon cut off by Jackson Hall. 5 on the shot clock. Furrow will drive and shoot. No good. Rebound loose. Picked up by Twin Loup. Yaya Harris quickly advancing it. Kicks it out to Lukeman. Lukeman spins, fires, short, no good. Rebound, Furrow. Elijah Kuhl coming back the other way. Leaves it for Paulson. Connor will hand it off to Kuhl, dribbling to his left. Elijah will send it that way to Furrow. Now Neth comes out high to handle it. Off to Paulson. 17 on the shot clock. 3:14 left to go here in the second. Paulson will leave it for Neth. Gets it back. He'll launch from deep. It's off, no good. Got his own rebound. Paulson will drive and shoot. No good, but he draws the foul. Foul going to be on Lukeman Harris. His second, third team foul against Twin Loup, as Connor Paulson will go to the free throw line. Well, we have a momentary stoppage. I think that was to get some players into the game who were checking in. Now we're ready to go. Paulson at the line. His first is good. Boy, Twin Loup led by just 4 at the end of the first 8 minutes, but boy, they have created some distance now here in this second quarter, as Paulson will take the second free throw attempt and makes them both. Paulson 2 of 2 from the line. The lead is 13 for Twin Loup. Lukeman Harris swings it off to Yaya. Now in the corner. The three on the way and good from Cooper Bush. Boy, the three ball has been huge for Twin Loup in this first half. Paulson quickly back the other way. Gets to the rim. Rejected by Yaya Harris. Off into the hands of Jackson Hall. Jackson will send it off to Bush again. Another three. Way off, no good, but Lukeman Harris is there to secure it. Lukeman pull up three. Short, no good. Rebound, Wattoon. And now a whistle. Timeout, South Loup. Dairy Queen of Broken Bow timeout on the floor. 2:29 to go in the first half. Twin Loup 33, South Loop 17.
Rod's Body and Paint delivers top-quality collision and paint services from their shop on the curve west of Broken Bow. Whether it's auto glass repair, dent and ding removal, or full collision restoration, their licensed and certified team offers free estimates, affordable pricing, and a lifetime paint warranty that you can trust. With decades of experience under their belt, they stand behind their work and their promise of satisfaction. Call 308-872-5346 today and talk to Rod's Body and Paint in Broken Bow.
Now we come back to Callaway High School area basketball coverage on KBBN Radio. We're also live with our video stream as well. You can watch the action accompanied by our radio call through sandhillsexpress.com. We're live on the Sandhills Express Facebook page and YouTube channel. Out of the timeout, South Loop to inbound it. They'll throw it into Paulson. Backcourt pressure applied by Twin Loop. Watoon back to Paulson. Connor had it poked away. Loose ball. South Loop just does break the 10 count as they bring it across half court. Watoon will fire, no good. Up high for the board, Lukeman Harris. Lukeman will bring it across midcourt with the bounce. Nearing 2 minutes left to go here in the first half. Cooper Bush took an extra step and got whistled for the travel. Turnover Twin Loop as Carter Hall will check back into the lineup. Yaya Harris will come out. 2:03 to go here in the half. Caleb Furrow took an extra step. Caleb burned his dribble and just kind of got caught in no man's land. Didn't have anybody to throw it to and ended up taking an extra step. Twin Loop to inbound it on their side of the floor. Brennan Barron is into the game now. 6'2 sophomore. Brennan will throw it in. Goes into the backcourt to Carter Hall. Carter will advance it, swing it off to Jackson. They try to throw it inside, intended maybe for Bush on the cut along the baseline, but was tipped out of bounds. Last touch by South Loop. Cooper Bush to throw it in. 1:52 left to go in the second quarter, a quarter that has been owned by Twin Loop. They'll throw it out high to Carter Hall, open for a three, got it again. Carter Hall, his second from downtown. And all of a sudden, it's a 19-point lead for Twin Loop. Shacker trying to answer and does. Shacker able to knock down the three. 1:33 left to go in the half. They'll bounce it inside to Lukeman Harris, who goes glass and scores. Give credit to Brennan Barron on the pass. Lukeman now has 7 in the game off the bench for Twin Loop. The lead is 18 for the Wolves. Paulson will drive, goes around the defender, gets to the rim. Layup no good, got his own rebound, put back no good, but he draws the foul, and Paulson will go to the line. Paulson's been aggressive, been able to get to the rim and also get to the line. Ready to shoot free throws number 5 and 6 for Paulson here in this first half. First one, got it. 1:11 left to go first half. Twin Loop 38, South Loop 21. It was a 4-point lead for Twin Loop at the end of the first 8 minutes. Wolves have been able to create some distance between the two here in quarter number 2. Paulson with his second from the line. On its way, got it. Paulson now 5 of 6 from the line in this first half. That's where all of his points have come from. Now a steal at the other end by South Loop. Watoon knocked it away. Neff picked it up. Now Paulson handles it. Paulson cut off. Out to Watoon. Watoon guarded tightly by Yaya Harris. Watoon will give it up to Paulson. 20 seconds on the shot clock as we're under a minute to play here in the second quarter. Paulson works off the high ball screen. Pick and roll not available, so they'll swing it outside to Kuhl. 10 on the shot clock. Paulson trying to go by Harris. Not easy to do. Yaya comes away with a steal. He'll go to the rim and score and draw the foul. Boy, just so quick. Yaya Harris with the quick hands. Able to come away with the steal, the quick advancement to the offensive end. The score and the foul, and now a chance to complete the three-point play. He is a talent. Wow. Free throw. Well, it went in, but they're going to give him another chance. For some reason, the buzzer at the scorer's table went off right as Yaya was getting ready to shoot the free throw. So the official is going to give Yaya another opportunity, although Harris did make the free throw. But they're going to let him shoot it again. All right, here we go. Yaya ready to take the free throw again. On its way, got it. And the lead is back up to 19 again for Twin Loup. 33 seconds left to go here in the second quarter. Crew with Tuna will come out. We'll see Hudson Vickers, freshman for the first time for South Loup. 33 seconds left to go in the half. Shot clock is off as Shacker will send it off to Elijah Kuhl. Kuhl will cross midcourt. Kuhl had it taken away from behind by Yaya. Harris dribbles, leaves it for Jackson Hall, going to the rim. Can't finish, got his own rebound. Kick out Carter for a three. It's off, no good. Rebound to Mace Barron. Barron goes up in traffic, can't finish. Rebound Carter Hall, put back no. And finally Kuhl able to clear it for South Loup. Only 4 seconds to go in the quarter. Paulson will launch it, blocked by Yaya Harris to end the half. What a second quarter for Twin Loup. The Wolves led by 4 at the end of the first quarter. They lead by 19 at the half. Twin Loup 41, South Loup 22. Back to Callaway after these words.
We all make plans for the future, but car accidents, break-ins, and unexpected fires can disrupt those plans. At Shelter Insurance, our agents help design insurance plans that work for you and help protect what matters most. Shelter Insurance. We're your shield. We're your shelter.
Ask Brent Custer about Shelter's home, auto, and life options.
Broken Bow Dental is proud to cheer on the area student athletes. At their location on Highway 2 in Broken Bow, their state-of-the-art clinic blends cutting-edge dental care with a warm, personalized approach. Because a confident smile supports success in and out of the game. From routine family dentistry to emergency treatment, they have you covered. Call 308-767-2002 to schedule an appointment at Broken Bow Dental. Be brilliant. Be bold.
Central Nebraska Diesel, your full-service Renke dealer, wishes all of the area student-athletes and the Huskers a winning season. With Renke, you are always the winner. Call Central Nebraska Diesel to find out how a new Renke irrigation system can help score more points in your farming operation. Best of luck to all of the area student-athletes, and go Big Red in competition and in the classroom. From Central Nebraska Diesel, your local irrigation experts. This broadcast of the Twin Loup Wolves is brought to you by the Twin Loup Boosters, including Great Western Gas Company, Grint Farm Supply, Gum Auction and Realty, Hamilton Telecommunications, Hermsmeyer Agronomy, Hilltop Ranch, James and Janice Barron, Joe and Cindy Horkey, Casey and I KBBN Radio, Kraus Angus Ranch, Louie's Body Shop, Marvin and Joyce Douse, and Maverick Truck Stop and Trotter Feed. Enjoy the broadcast brought to you in part by the Twin Loup Boosters. Simply put, Agribest Feeds in Callaway has the ranching supplies you need and are looking for. Like Sweet Pro Tubs with probiotin that helps cattle perform better while consuming up to 25% less forage. They also have Redmond Mineral Salt, Aeroquip chutes, and portable tub alley systems, plus vet supplies, pet and poultry feed, and dry shod boots. Sometimes the ATV or UTV is the way you want to go. They have drive-through gates ideal for the farm, ranch, hunting, lease, and more. For fencing, barbed wire, posts, and more, visit Agribest Feeds behind the Community Center in Callaway.
The Callaway District Hospital, along with the Arnold and Callaway Medical Clinics, are proud of the South Loop Bobcats. New patients are always welcome. They understand that healthcare is evolving and are committed to providing local access to high-quality care by continuing to invest in the latest diagnostic and treatment technology. Their specialty is primary care. Callaway District Hospital and the Arnold and Callaway Medical Clinics cheering on the South Loop Bobcats.
The staff at South Loop Pharmacy in Callaway is proud to be a sponsor of this sports broadcast. They support all the area athletes and are pleased to be a part of the South Loop Bobcat community. Their pharmacy provides knowledge on what is best for you and your family members. Stop in and talk to them today. South Loop Pharmacy in Callaway, knowing you by name, not just a refill number.
Central Nebraska Electric in Ansley is a proud supporter of this broadcast and area high school sports action. Playing hard throughout the season takes a lot of work, and Todd salutes that dedication. Any electrical work you need done right the first time deserves a free estimate from Central Nebraska Electric. Call them at 750-6458. That's Central Nebraska Electric in Ansley, sponsoring this broadcast and wishing area teams good luck this season.
Now we come back to Callaway High School. We're at the half between Twin Loup and South Loop. Boys half of our doubleheader here tonight. Well, Twin Loup led 16-12 at the end of the first quarter, but man, second quarter, Twin Loup scores 25 points. They outscore South Loop 25-10 in the second quarter to create some separation. So at the half, Twin Loup leads it 41-22. The three-point shot was big for Twin Loup in the first half, knocked down 7 of them. As we take a look at some of the individual scoring numbers, Yaya Harris leads all scorers with 14 points. Carter Hall right behind with 12. He's already in double figures. 10 of those 12 for Carter coming in the second quarter. Lukeman Harris off the bench with 7. Cooper Bush came off the bench to knock down a 3. And Jackson Hall has 5 points for Twin Loup in the opening half. Meanwhile, the scoring for South Loop looks like this. Dylan Pandorf and Connor Paulson each have 5. Malachi Neff actually leads away for South Loop. He had 6, all of those coming in the opening quarter. Ty Shacker was able to knock down a 3. Crew Watoon also with 3 in the first half. You look at some of the other scoring numbers. South Loop did get to the line 10 times, and they were really good when they got there. Finished 80% in the first half, knocking down 8 of 10. Meanwhile, Twin Loup was 3 of 4 from the free throw line in half number 1. So at the half, it's Twin Loup up 41-22. Second half action is coming up on Central Nebraska's Sports Source.
Rocks Underground serves Central Nebraska with expertise in water and irrigation services. Need some help? Call Rocky Dockweiler at 870-3457. Rocky salutes the student-athletes of the area and all the hard work they put in each and every season and is very proud of the young men and women that live in Central Nebraska. Enjoy this broadcast, brought to you in part by Rocky Dockweiler with Rocks Underground in Oconto.
A1 Auto Repair in Arnold is proud to support our local student-athletes and help bring you the action when you can't be there in person. When it comes to fixing cars, the bearded guys at A1 are kind of like mechanical wizards, just with wrenches instead of magic wands. Trust them. You'd much rather they have a wrench than a magic wand. They'll have your car running smoothly and get you back on the road in no time. Stop by 110 East 7th Avenue in Arnold. Call 308-848-2542 or click A1AutoRepairInc.com.
This broadcast of the Twin Loop Wolves is brought to you by the Twin Loop Boosters, including Modern Movement LLC, Morgan Ranch, Orville's Repair, P-Patch Greenhouse and Gifts, Prairie Thunder Game Birds, Roberts Chiropractic, Rowley and Kina Stepka, Sargent Chamber of Commerce, the Sargent Corner Market, Sargent Insurance Agency, Sargent Packing LLC, Sargent Tire LLC, Seidel Contracting Incorporated, Sheets Irrigation, and Slagle Angus. Enjoy the broadcast brought to you in part by the Twin Loop Boosters.
Ready or not, here comes the chilly season. Are you already noticing some cold drafts coming into your home, chilling the air? Don't make your heating system work harder than it needs to. Talk to Meade Lumber in Broken Bow about insulation solutions to keep the cold where it belongs, outside. The helpful staff at Meade Lumber in Broken Bow can offer solutions that will save you money when the weather gets chilly. Talk to them today, East Highway 2, Broken Bow, Nebraska.
Life's better when you're under our roof because we can help you choose insurance to help protect what matters most. Life insurance from American Family Life Insurance Company can help financially protect your loved ones by replacing a portion of your income if you were to pass away. That means your family could have the help they need to continue to pursue their dreams. Contact Justin at the Justin Thompson Agency at 872-5252 today.
American Family Insurance.
Products not available in all states. American Family Life Insurance Company, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
Are you afraid of falling? Team Physical Therapy can help. 872-5111. Good balance is essential for a healthy, active life. Team Physical Therapy is here to help you stay healthy, improve your balance, and keep you active. 872-5111. Our highly trained physical therapists will design a personalized plan for you to help you improve your stability, decrease risk of falling, and get you back to doing what you love. Don't let that balance issue keep you at home, or if it does, we can come to you. Call Team Physical Therapy 872-5111.
This week at Geared for Sports, their gift is a sweet treat. Draw a candy cane to see what savings you'll get. Between 15 and 30% off. You'll find a great variety of fanwear, sportswear, and sports equipment, only excluding GCI chairs. Geared for Sports is open Monday to Friday 10 to 6, Saturday 10 to 4, and now on Sundays noon to 4 through Christmas. Visit them to pick a candy cane and save this week. Geared for Sports, west side of the square in Broken Bow.
If you've got an upgrade, remodel, or new construction project on your mind for the year, now is the time to get it scheduled with Duda Plumbing. Scott and Colton specialize in remodels, new build plumbing, and advanced sewer video inspections. They provide friendly, reliable service to Broken Bow and nearby communities. And yes, they can handle septic plumbing when you need it. Plan ahead and get on the calendar today with Duda Plumbing, where they do the plumbing.
And we're ready to go with the second half in the boys' half of our doubleheader here tonight. If you're just tuning in, it was a thrilling girls' game earlier tonight. Twin Loup able to win at 35-33 over South Loup earlier tonight. Largest lead of that game was just 5 points. Here we go, second half of the boys' game now. Dylan Pandorf will throw it into Crew Wattoon. Wattoon will drive to the rim. He'll go up and score, and that is the first field goal of the night for Crew Wattoon. And that's a good way for South Loup to start, and now Twin Loup turns it over on their opening possession of the half. Just underway in the third. Twin Loup created separation in the second quarter when they outscored South Loup 25-10. South Loup looking for an answer here in the third. Crew Wattoon. Crossover goes by Harris, lost it momentarily, regathers, and then gets whistled for the travel. South Loup turns it over. Twin Loup basketball. Again, we thank you for tuning in. We're live on KBBN 95.3 FM, live on our video stream through sandhillsexpress.com. Yaya Harris with it. Pull up three, off, no good. And Shacker's going to let the ball roll out of bounds. It'll belong to South Loup. South Loup to inbound it. Pandorf will throw it in right in front of where we're located here tonight. He'll throw it into Paulson. Paulson with the catch, trying to go by the defender, gets into the lane and then had it ripped away by Yaya Harris. Yaya to the other end. He'll dump it off to Carter Hall, who lays it in. Boy, great share of the basketball by Yaya. Carter Hall running with Harris. Was able to receive the pass and lay it up and in. Now a turnover, South Loup. Barron takes it away. Mace, a little bit out of control, now gathers it. Paulson able to knock it away. It goes out of bounds. And they're actually going to say Henry Sordom was the last one to touch it. So Paulson with the defensive hustle, able to force the Twin Loup turnover. Just over a minute played here in the third. Wattoon goes around the defender, cut off on the baseline by Sordom. Out to Shacker for a three. It's off, no good. Rebound to Jackson Hall. Ahead to Carter, trying to chase after it. Secures it, leaves it for Yaya. He'll go up and score. Boy, Twin Loup so good in their transition game here tonight. And now the largest lead of the game for the Wolves at 21. Shacker quickly to the other end. Malachi Neth had it blocked and taken away by Barron. Ball loose on the floor, still loose on the floor, and finally picked up by Carter Hall. The lob ahead to Mace Barron, over to Yaya. Harris, no-look pass inside to Sortum. He'll go up and score. Timeout on the floor. Twin Loup coming out strong here in the third. A Dairy Queen of Broken Bow timeout. 6:06 to go in the third. Twin Loup 47, South Loup 24.
Attention, Nebraska farmers. At Custer Federal State Bank, we know that agriculture is more than a job, it's a way of life. That's why we're proud to offer agricultural loans tailored to your needs. Whether you're looking to expand your operations, purchase new equipment, or manage daily expenses, our experienced team is here to help. With competitive rates, personalized service, we're your partners in growth. Visit Custer Federal State Bank today, where your future grows. Custer Federal State Bank, rooted in Nebraska, growing with you. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Well, this has been an impressive performance for Twin Loup so far tonight. Trust me, folks, South Loup is a good basketball team, and they're going to be showing that, I believe, through the course of the season. But, boy, Twin Loup has really been strong. They led by just 4 at the end of the first quarter, but since then it's been all Wolves. We'll see if South Loup can try to chip away here as Dylan Pandorf looks to drive on Lukeman Harris, who's back into the game. Pandorf, the turnaround jumper, no good. Rebound, Mace Barron. Barron will bring it across midcourt and got whistled for the travel. Mace just a little bit out of control. Turns it over. You know, another area that Twin Loop's been really good at, don't have the exact numbers, but boy, they've really been strong on the boards here tonight as well. Dylan Pandorf handles it for the Bobcats as we played over 2 minutes here in the third. Pandorf to Wattoon. Crew will bring it out beyond the arc. Off to Pandorf now. Dylan will leave it for Elijah Kuhl, who's back into the game. Elijah looking inside, bounces it into Wattoon. The turnaround, no good. Rebound secured by Yaya Harris. Ahead to Lukeman, got a hand on it, lost it, and it's chased down by Elijah Kuhl. Elijah will send it ahead to Crew Wattoon. Pull-up jumper from 18 feet. Off the iron, no good. Rebound tipped around into the hands of Mace Barron. Barron ahead to Yaya. Yaya will go up and lay it in. Yaya Harris getting behind the defense, and Yaya has 18 in the game to lead all scorers. Paulson to Pandorf, now a whistle, and we're going to get a flop call. Yaya Harris was defending, and he went down to the floor. And I'll be honest, I think this is the first time that I have seen that called when I've been calling a game. So it'll be South Loup basketball. Pandorf will throw it into Kuhl. Backcourt pressure applied by the Wolves. Wattoon handles it now. Brings it across midcourt. Coming over to help defensively, Yaya Harris knocks the ball away. Wattoon able to pick up the loose ball. Over to Neth now, inside Paulson. Paulson in a crowd, puts it up, deflected and taken away. Twin Loup back the other way. Carter Hall, a little bit out of control, still gets it up on the rim but can't finish. And the rebound secured by Malachi Neth. To Paulson now, 4:25 to go in the third. Twin Loup 49, South Loup 24. Elijah Kuhl to Wattoon at the top of the key. Off to Neth. He'll hand it off to Crew. Trying to go around the defender. Now a whistle. And a foul will be called. Looks like they're going to get Barron for it. Mace will get whistled for the foul. I think that's who they whistled it on anyway. Haven't put it up on the board yet. Meanwhile, you got substitutions coming in. There it is. Mace picks up his second. Cooper Bush is into the game now for Twin Loup. Jackson Hall is in. So for Twin Loup, you got Yaya and Lukeman Harris, Mace Barron, Jackson Hall, and Cooper Bush on the floor. We'll set the 5 for South Loup here in a second. Elijah Kuhl handles it, swings it off to Caleb Furrow, who's into the game, with Wattoon, Nathan Paulson. Nice pass inside to Kuhl, who gets free and lays it up and in. Elijah Kuhl with his first 2 of the game. Yaya Harris lobs it ahead to Jackson Hall. No look pass inside to Lukeman Harris. Draws a crowd. Paulson reaches in, trying to take it away. Not able to take it away, but he does force the jump ball. Possession arrow, though, pointing to Twin Loup. Jackson Hall to throw it in. Jackson looking. Still looking. Got to get it in and does. Harris handles in the corner. Paulson, the quick hands, reaches in and pokes it away. 3:44 to go in the third. Since the first quarter, it's been all Twin Loup. Wolves have been able to create separation, currently leading 49-26. Cooper Bush off to Yaya Harris. Yaya will drive, pull-up jumper, good. Boy, he can make it look so easy. And Yaya has 20 in the game to lead all scorers. Paulson into the forecourt, hands it off to Kuhl. Kuhl off to Furrow, pull up three. It's off, no good. Rebound Jackson Hall. Jackson will look to push. Jackson Hall will give it up to Yaya. Top of the key three. It's off this time, no good. Lukeman Harris battling for the rebound. It's out of bounds off of Twin Loup. South Loup basketball with 3:09 to go in the third. Twin Loup 51, South Loup 26. Crew Watoon will send it ahead to Furrow. Furrow off to Paulson now. Connor will dribble to his right as the Bobcats set up the 5-on-5 offense. Kuhl, now Furrow, back out to Watoon, top of the key. Inside it goes to Furrow, deflected into the hands of Yaya. Yaya through traffic to the rim, left-hand layup, good! My goodness, his quickness to the rim. Wow. And now Elijah Kuhl at the other end, out of control, gets whistled for the turnover. Yaya Harris, just a sophomore, folks. He had an amazing freshman year, averaged 19 points a game last year. He's got 22 here tonight with 2:37 to go in the third. But the thing you like about him is, yeah, he'll get his points, but, man, we've seen some beautiful assists, and we've seen him get others involved as well. Twin Loup basketball with 2.5 remaining in the third. Cooper Bush handles it. Cooper will give it up to Lukeman Harris. Lukeman looks inside, goes outside to Carter. Carter Hall a three. It bounces around the rim, no good. And the rebound secured by South Loup. Shacker trying to bounce it inside to Pandorf, but it's out of his reach, and South Loup turns it over. You know, you can look at what Twin Loup has done offensively, and yeah, they've been solid tonight, but it's really been on the defensive end that, for me anyway, is what has been impressive about the Wolves here tonight. Their defense has been strong. Carter Hall puts it on the floor. He'll drive, loses it going in, picked up by Pandorf. Pandorf will bring it across midcourt with under 2 minutes to play here in the third. Off to Furrow, who finds Kuhl. Now Shacker, top of the key. Off to Furrow again. Pull up three. It's off the back iron, no good. South Loup battling for the rebound. Able to pull it down was Hudson Vickers. Shot up by Shacker, no good. Tipped out. Shacker trying to chase it down. It's out of bounds off of who? It's going to go to Twin Loup. Boy, very happy that Carter Hall did not injure himself going for that loose ball. He ended up right toward the stands, and he was hopping around, and boy, you can turn an ankle doing that. Fortunately, Carter good. Everybody's good. Bush will launch it from deep, no good. Rebound Jackson Hall, put back, short, no good. Rebound Lukeman Harris, puts it up, short, no good. Got his own rebound, put it up, short, no good. And finally, South Loup able to clear it, and a foul will be called on the inside. Boy, just the activity of Twin Loup tonight, defensively and on the glass. That foul went against Jackson Hall, his third. Team's second team foul as we near a minute left to play here in the third. Elijah Kuhl in the corner, out to Shacker, had it taken away by Carter Hall. trying to throw it ahead to Brennan Barron, who's into the game again now for Twin Loup. South Loup takes it away. Bobcats basketball. Shacker in the corner. And they're calling for the shot clock to be reset. Now they reset it. 42 seconds to play in the quarter. They'll lob it inside to Pandorf. Brendan Barron comes over to help defensively. Pandorf puts it up. Off the mark, no good. Rebound, Jackson Hall. Shot clock is off. 30 seconds to play in the quarter. Lukeman Harris, a three from the wing. It's off, no good. Rebound, Jackson Hall. And he loses it out of bounds. 25 seconds to go in the third. Pandorf will throw it in to Cool. Cool sends it ahead to Shacker, but throws it away. Jackson Hall picks it up to Lukeman Harris, attacks the rim and scores. Lukeman Harris with 9 in the game. 8 seconds to go in the quarter. The lead is 19 for Twin Loup. Here's a shot. It's off, no good. And Cooper Bush will come away with it. Correction. Your score is 55-26. That's the score. You can do the math. We'll go to the fourth. Back to Callaway right after this.
Year-end savings are at Gateway Motors, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram in Broken Bow. Like a new 2025 Jeep Grand Cherokee L, up to $6,500 off MSRP. New 2026 Chrysler Pacificas, up to $8,500 off MSRP. New 2026 Dodge Durangos, up to $6,000 off MSRP. And for year-end truck buyers, select remaining new 2025 Ram 2500 and 3500 heavy-duty pickups are now up to $11,000 off MSRP. While inventory lasts, Gateway Motors, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram in Broken Bow. Shop anytime at GatewayMotors.com. Gateway Motors, where the deal is always worth the drive.
The Grocery Cart is proud to bring you this sports broadcast. The case is always full of delicious food you can have right away, or talk to the staff about your upcoming event and they'll make food for you. There's a wide selection of salads, and don't forget Chester's chicken buckets and strips. If the occasion calls for a cake, you can have it decorated how you'd like. Call the GK Deli at 872-2206 or stop by inside the Grocery Cart in Broken Bow.
Well, been quite a performance by Twin Loup here tonight. They lead by 29 as we start the fourth quarter. Twin Loup 55, South Loup 26. Paulson trying to drive on Yaya Harris, gives it up to Dylan Pandorf. Now Shacker with it. Back over to Connor. Connor will find Pandorf at the top of the key. Dylan looks inside, goes outside to Paulson. 18 on the shot clock for the Bobcats. Pandorf, top of the key. Looking to drive, goes around the defender, cut off. Throws it out to Paulson, under 10 on the shot clock. Shacker, bounce pass inside, intended for Neff. Trying to reach around and knock it away was Barron, and Mace Barron's going to get whistled for the foul. Be number 3 on Mace. Well, this was a 4-point game at the end of the first quarter, but since then it's just been all Twin Loup. Their defensive activity, their activity on the glass, and then, well, hey, the ability to make shots here tonight. South Loup trying to just make some positive things happen here in this fourth quarter. Again, as I mentioned, I mean, I truly believe you're going to see this South Loup boys basketball team be a strong team as the season goes forward. I mean, you look at people like Wattoon and Pandorf and Paulson. These are good basketball players. Paulson handles it right now, picks up the dribble, finds Neth at the top of the key, now off to Wattoon. Crew looking inside, still looking, now goes outside to Shacker. Under 10 to go on the shot clock. Great pass inside to Pandorf, and he will be fouled. Dylan Pandorf to the line to shoot 2. First time Dylan has been to the line tonight. As a team, South Loup is 8 of 10 from the free throw line. That one a little bit off, no good. We've played 1 minute here in the fourth. By the way, that last foul went on Mace Barron. That is his 4th, so he will come out. Lukeman Harris, who's had a good night off the bench tonight for Twin Loup with 9 points, checks back in. Pandorf's second is good, made 1 of 2. 7 minutes to go in the game. Yaya Harris attacks the rim again and draws the foul. Boy, again, just so hard to get in front of Yaya with the way he can attack the rim. So Harris will go to the free throw line. Yaya's first is short, no good. Yaya ready for his second from the line. That last foul, by the way, on Watoon, his third. That one rims out, no good. They battle for the rebound. Watoon trying to secure it, has it slip out of his hands out of bounds. And the ball will go over to Twin Loup. Jackson Hall to throw it in. Jackson looking, throws it out high to Yaya. Picked up by Paulson. He'll swing it off to Carter Hall. Now it's Jackson who handles. Jackson, cross-court pass, Yaya, three on the way off, no good. Hall trying to save it from going out of bounds. It's loose and picked up by Lukeman Harris. Oh, no, and he goes down. He may have turned an ankle. Carter Hall, the deep three. No, Jackson Hall, the three, no good. And Lukeman is getting up slowly. He's able to get to his feet and walk off, so that's the good news. Again, Lukeman battled injury throughout the football season. So great to see him out on the court here to start the basketball season, but now has to come out, and we will hope for the best in that situation. Paulson at the other end takes a shot, no good, and the rebound to Henry Sortum. Off to Yaya now. Yaya, behind the back dribble, pull-up jumper, back iron, no good. Rebound, Sortum, put back, no. Yaya, the rebound, put back, yes. Again, Twin Loup just crashing the offensive glass. And the lead is up to 30, the largest of the night for Twin Loup as we play out the final 6 minutes. Shacker directing traffic, swings it off to Pandorf now. Dillon keeps the bounce alive and now gives it up to Shacker. Entry pass, Malachi Neth, turnaround jumper, no good. Rebound secured by Jackson Hall. Jackson will swing it off to Carter. Three on the way. Back iron, no good. Rebound Crew Watoon. Watoon will advance it himself. Now we got a whistle. And we're going to get a foul. It appears against Twin Loup, and I think they're going to call it on Carter Hall. That's just his first, though. Team's third. 5:34 to go in the game. Again, Twin Loup pulling away in the second quarter when they outscored South Loup 25-10, and they have just kept the pressure on. As now we're going to get a call against South Loup. It's going to be an offensive foul called against Dylan Pandorf. And for Dylan, he has picked up his third. 5:30 to go in the game. Twin Loup with the ball. Twin Loup 57, South Loup 27. Outside pass, Jackson Hall. Three, no good. Ball knocked around into the hands of Malachi Neff. Substitution for Twin Loup. We see Queston Young for the first time tonight. Pandorf inside, gets the roll, and finds the bottom of the net. Pandorf now with 8 in the game. Yaya Harris off to Jackson Hall. To Barron at the elbow. Off to Young, and now Jackson for a three. Short, no good. Keeps it alive, though, does Jackson Hall. Tips it to the hands of Yaya Harris, who gets the easy two. Boy, again, the activity on the glass by Twin Loup has been very impressive here tonight. Elijah Kuhl off to Furrow. Now Elijah swings it off to Paulson. Connor looking inside. Takes a dribble. Gives it off to Kuhl. Kuhl trying to go around the defender, picked up by Barron on the defensive switch. 14 on the shot clock for the Bobcats. Elijah Kuhl bounces it inside to Neth, goes glass, cannot finish though. And then as he fights for the rebound, he knocks it out of bounds. Substitution for South Loup. Pandorf will come out. Coming in is Hudson Vickers. And another substitution for South Loup. We'll see Jet Morgan for the first time tonight. So Coach Cole now for South Loup starting to go to his bench here a little bit as we play out the final 4:20. Twin Loup leading big, 59-29. Yaya, a three. It's off, no good. Rebound Jackson Hall, put back, no good. Got his own rebound, puts it up in traffic, and draws the foul. We'll see who they call the foul on. Looks like they're going to get it on Furrow. That'll be his first. And it will send Jackson Hall to the line to shoot two. Free throw, good. Well, Jackson's got 6 points in the game, but man, he has been a factor in basically every other area, defensively, but especially on the glass. As Jackson gets ready for his second from the line. Jackson Hall eyes the rim, puts it up, short, no good. They fight for the rebound, and finally Furrow able to secure it for South Loup. Off to Elijah Cool, as South Loup has went to their bench now, and Twin Loup starting to go to theirs as well. Oh, what a play by Vickers, able to catch the pass in midair and put it up and in. Vickers with his first 2 points of the game. Jackson Hall with it for Twin Loup, off to Bush for a three. It's off, no good. They fight for the rebound. Sortum keeps it alive, but tips it into the hands of Furrow. 3:35 to go in the game. South Loup swings it off to Morgan. Jet Morgan will go off to Cool. Elijah going down the left side of the lane, cut off, and now throws it out to Morgan. Into the game now is Tatum Weesey. He'll launch it from deep, no good. Rebound is going to be picked up by Twin Loup. Jackson Hall to the rim, layup, good. Jackson Hall now with 8 in the game. Back the other way, Morgan. Cut off by Bush. Out to Cool. Elijah will swing it back off to Morgan. 3 minutes left to go in the game. Elijah Cool looking to drive, picked up by Brennan Barron on the defensive switch, and then South Loup loses the ball in the back court, and they will turn it over. Jackson Hall will come out. Henry Sortum will come out. Carter Hall checks back in. Brody Treptow is back, is in the game for the first time tonight for Twin Loup. Both teams going to their bench now with this one decided, as that one is going to be launched from deep by Queston Young. It's off, no good, goes out of bounds, and goes over to South Loup. Twin Loup 62, South Loup 31 as we play out the final 2:40. Morgan will hand it off to Cool. Now it's Vickers with it. Pass deflected out of bounds. Last touch by Twin Loup. Vickers to inbound it from the side. Throws it into Elijah Cool. Cool picked up by Young. Pass intended for Vickers, knocked away. Ball loose on the floor. It's going to be out of bounds off of who? And looks like it's going to stay with South Loup. South Loup will throw it in. Vickers handles the inbounds pass off to Cool. Elijah gives it up and now gets it back. 10 on the shot clock. Vickers looking inside, goes outside to Cool. 4 on the shot clock. Cool going to have to look at it. He'll launch it. No good. And it'll be a shot clock violation. So the ball will go over to Twin Loup as Coach Chris Barron will go to his bench and bring in Noah Lamb. Carter Hall will come out. Coach Jeff Cole going to his bench, bringing in Wasey Schultz for the first time, and he will replace Elijah Cool. So the reserves will go at it for the final 2 minutes of this game. Twin Loup 62, South Loup 31. As Queston Young throws it inside, ball is loose on the floor, and we're going to get a jump ball called as the possession arrow will put it into the hands of Twin Loup. Well, again, coming into the season in the preseason Class D1 poll put out by the Lincoln Journal-Star anyway, as that one's going to be launched by Bush. I don't know if he was taking a shot or trying to pass it, but it goes out of bounds and goes over to South Loup. But the Lincoln Journal-Star releasing their preseason rankings this week, and in Class D1, Twin Loup was ranked number 9, and well, with the performance they have put together tonight, you can see why they were ranked in the top 10 in the preseason. Vickers to throw it in. Weesey handles it. Starts left. Sends it back right into the hands of Schultz. Schultz throws it away. Intercepted by Bush. Cooper Bush for Twin Loup. To Brennan. Brennan Barron. There we go. Open look for Twin Loup. It's off, no good. Taking the shot, Noah Lamb. Rebound, Vickers. 1:17 to go. In the corner, it's Schultz. Back off to Morgan now. Morgan down the left side of the lane. Puts it up, no good, and the rebound secured by Twin Loup. 1 minute to go. Queston Young. Pass into Bush. Bush draws a crowd, throws it out to Young. Young, pull-up jumper from the elbow. It's off, no good. Bush trying to save it from going out of bounds, and he does. But the loose ball picked up by Morgan of South Loup. Morgan will throw it inside. Furrow goes glass and scores. Caleb Furrow with the bucket. First 2 points of the night for Caleb. Twin Loup calls a timeout to get some more players in. So Twin Loup going to start the season 1-0. Again, both of these teams will be playing tomorrow night. South Loup takes on Amherst. Twin Loup goes up against Sand Hills Thetford. 33 seconds to go. Interception by Vickers. Vickers to Morgan. Morgan will fire. Off the rim, no good. Rebound, Vickers. Put back wouldn't go. And Twin Loup able to clear it. Twin Loup basketball. As the ball is deflected, picked up by Schultz of South Loup. 10 seconds to go. Furrow in the lane. Rims out. No good. Rebound, Twin Loup. That's going to do it. 3, 2, 1. We'll see if Twin Loup gets a shot off. They do, but it's no good. And that is the ball game. Impressive performance by Twin Loup tonight as they win the season opener against South Loup. Final score, Twin Loup 62, South Loup 33. We'll come back to wrap it up after these words.
Trotter Service on Highway 2 in Broken Bow is your trusted local source for all your auto repair and maintenance needs. From oil changes and tire sales to complete vehicle repairs, their skilled team offers honest, reliable service to keep your car running smoothly and safely. Whether it's routine maintenance or an unexpected repair, Trotter Service is dedicated to getting you back on the road quickly and with confidence. Trotter Service, your hometown automotive repair and tire store.
Finding that missing shin guard. Remembering whether it's a home or away game. Getting the right kid to the right playing field on the right day. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with auto owners, insurance doesn't have to be one of them. We work with independent agents who keep insurance simple so you can worry about more important things. Like not being that fan. Oh, come on, ref! That's simple human sense.
Hi, this is Nate Bell with High Street Insurance and Financial Services in Broken Bow. See us online at hsip.com. See possible.
Ag producers, now is your opportunity to secure spring seed and save money too. Arrow Seed is offering early booking and early pay discounts on alfalfa, summer annual forages, and spring small grains. Act by January 10th to save 8% on alfalfa and 10% on summer annual forages. Arrow Seed has clean, quality seed for every need and every budget. Stop by and visit them in Broken Bow or contact your local Arrow Seed dealer today to take advantage of the early order and prepaid discounts. Learn more at arrowseed.com.
Good tidings we bring to you and your kin. We wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.
This is Stuart Fox of Nebraska State Bank. We'd like to sincerely thank our customers for their support and business this past year. We look forward to serving you and Custer County for many years to come. From the NSB family to yours, we hope you have a Merry Christmas and a prosperous New Year. Nebraska State Bank and Trust Company, member FDIC.
injured on the field or court, whether it's a torn ligament, muscle strain, shoulder injury, knee injury, or joint pain, Melham's orthopedic specialists are here to help you recover and return to doing what you love. Melham Medical Center provides treatment plans, surgical, and clinical services. Don't let an injury keep you sidelined this sports season. Contact them today and get back to peak performance. Melham Medical Center would like to wish you a Merry Christmas and a joyous New Year. Melham Medical Center, large enough to serve, small enough to care.
And we come back to Callaway, Nebraska, where it's gone final in the boys' half-of-hour doubleheader. Twin Loup wins it 62-33 over South Loup. Game really turned in the second quarter. Twin Loup led 16-12 at the end of the first 8 minutes, but then outscored South Loup 25-10 in the second quarter and just never looked back. As we take a look at some of the final individual scoring numbers, Yaya Harris, a big game for the sophomore, 26 points to lead all scorers tonight for Twin Loup. Also finishing in double figures for the Wolves, Carter Hall with 14. Rest of the scoring for Twin Loup tonight, Lukeman Harris finished with 9, Cooper Bush off the bench with 3, Henry Sortum had 2, and Jackson Hall with 8 points for the Wolves. Meanwhile, the scoring for South Loup, Dylan Pandorf led the way with 8 points. Rest of the scoring for South Loup, Connor Paulson with 5, Elijah Kuhl with 2, Crew Watoon finished with 5, Caleb Furrow with 2, Ty Shacker had 3 points, and Malachi Neth finished with 6 points. And coming off the bench to score 2 points for South Loup was Hudson Vickers. So again, your final, Twin Loup wins it 62-33. Earlier tonight, it was Twin Loup winning the girls' game in a tight one that was just back and forth all night. Twin Loup won it in the girls' game 35-33. So that's going to wrap it up for our coverage of area high school basketball tonight. Before we go, I want to say thanks again to all of the great sponsors that made our broadcast possible tonight. On the radio side, we say thanks to Twin Loup Boosters, Agribest Feeds, Callaway District Hospital with the Arnold and Callaway Medical Clinics, South Loup Community Pharmacy, Central Nebraska Electric, Rocks Underground, and A1 Auto Repair. Also thanks to our sports plan sponsors for the year on the radio side, Meade Lumber, Justin Thompson Agency, Team Physical Therapy, Geared for Sports, Due to Plumbing, Custer Federal State Bank, Gateway Motors, Grocery Cart, Trotter Service, High Street Insurance and Financial Services, Arrow Seed, Nebraska State Bank, Melham Medical Center, Sargent Irrigation, Nebraska Owners Insurance Agency, Taylor Heating and Cooling, Palmer Monument, Agland ATV, Rods Body and Paint, Shelter Insurance, Broken Bow Dental, and Central Nebraska Diesel. We were also live with our video stream tonight. We say thanks to those sponsors. They included Callaway Market, BD, Grocery Cart, Nebraska State Bank, Agland ATV, Palmer Monument, Insurance of the Heartland, H&R Block, Culligan, Meade Lumber of Broken Bow, Callaway District Hospital with the Arnold and Callaway Medical Clinics, Lyons Appliance, and the Garden Center. For all the sponsors that made the broadcast possible, for Jack Simpson, who ran the camera for us tonight, I'm Brent Apperson. Thank you for listening.
Thank you for listening to our coverage of high school sports. We hope
the 3-2 pitch swung on, and a little blooper to right field. That's a base hit. Bo's going to win. Coming in to score the winning run is Caden McKean, and Broken Bow wins the Mid-Nebraska League Championship game in walk-off fashion. Carter Johnson, a little flare to right field. Found the outfield grass, and Broken Bow has won the Mid-Nebraska League Championship.
He's just a strong opponent for any wrestler. I mean, undefeated state champ last year in the state finals the year before, a 3-time state medalist, and there, really nice takedown, good fluid motion by a guy that's wrestling 195 pounds.
Brady Skinner with it, up top. Fay at the buzzer, hits the 3, nice-looking shot.
To Folkers, back at the Grant, long 3, got it!
Nice. Cash attacks, double, almost triple teamed, out to Connell, deep 3, hit it. That's a 3 for South Loup.
I have to make sure I set my cruise control when I drive after I watch this event.
Yeah, exactly. Car 204, the Yellow Viper of Ryan Firstenau. Hello to all our viewers out there. Thank you very much for tuning in. You get a look at where we're talking to you from.
You get second, 6 and now 5. Pandorf atop of the key 3. Good! Pandorf at the buzzer. Johnson hammered out towards center. Holm going back. Holm will dive, and did he make the catch? He did! Caden Holm, a diving catch across his body to the right.
Ball comes out of there. Who's going to hop on top of it? It's going to be scooped up by Cooksley. Inside the 30, the 20, 15, 10. Can he get there? He can. It's 6 points for Sandhill Thedford on defense. The scoop and score.
Calderos sends it in the corner to Santos. A 3, got it. His 3rd from downtown in the quarter.
With the bounce, gets it into Ryan. Nice post move, lays it up and in and scores 2.
10.2 seconds left. Plays it out to Pandorf, top of the key. Long 3, she puts it up, and that's going to go.
And they turn it over, does Hyannis. More could be showtime. Goes up and jams it. What a way to end the half for Mullen.
Finney lost it to Cash Gracie. Cash runs forward, dunks it, and looks over at his fellow students in the student section on the far side and gives a fist pump.
Pass to the elbow to Jackson Henry. Handoff Loy. Loy picked up by Miller. Loy bounces it inside to Henry. He'll put it up and score! And Ansley Litchfield has their first lead of the game.
That's a good-looking car out of Laramie, Wyoming again.
Can't get it to go. Lance Jones the rebound. Throws it ahead to Cash Gracie. He puts it home with one hand on the dunk.
The 3-2 pitch, swung on, and a little blooper to right field. That's a base hit. Bo's going to win. Coming in to score the winning run is Caden McKean, and Broken Bow wins the Mid-Nebraska League Championship game in walk-off fashion.